In the weight room, in the heat, in the grind when no one's watching. Every snap is a test. Every hit, a battle. And every Maverick is built for war. We don't back down. We break through. We fight for the name across our chest and the family at our side. This is our house, our time. Maverick football. Relentless, ruthless, unstoppable. We are Southside.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
Is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
it goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
This looks like number one.
It's bigger than blood.
Number one was the one that was on the
Stronger.
seat back.
DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us,
Okay, we're just going
guide
to do a
us,
quick sound check.
root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength.
Summer's winding down, but the savings are just
Check,
getting
check,
started.
check.
Dive
Check,
into
check,
the
check.
end of season sale at Burton Pools
Testing,
and
1, 2.
Spas.
Testing,
For a limited
1, 2.
time, save up to
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Good here for me.
$14,000 on fiberglass pools. And the first 10 customers who purchase an AquaCrete pool with a premium vinyl finish will receive a free hot tub. Don't miss these incredible deals. Visit our stores in Fort Smith, Springdale, or Greenland, or go to burtonpools.com for more details. At Burton, we do more than build swimming pools. We build long-term relationships.
Well, very pleasant good evening. We're here at Mountain Home, Arkansas. Somehow we got here. I'm not really sure, Terrell, how we got here, but the Southside Mavericks are here as they'll take on the Mountain Home Bombers in a key 6A West game. I call it a key game, Terrell, because it's a game where we talked about this last week where, you know, you're trying to find your position in this, and we think this Southside team, you know, anywhere from 1 to 5, we think, and this will be a good test for them. They lost to Mountain Home last year, and this is a chance maybe for them to get some redemption here and maybe get off to a good start here in the 6A conference.
Well, and I think that's the right word. It's a key matchup we got tonight. Now, certainly not a must-win game. I mean, you can probably lose two and still look pretty good in the playoffs. But obviously, you knock off Mountain Home and you are kind of sitting in the driver's seat. It's pretty much yours to lose at that point.
Well, you've got 3 teams that actually 4 teams, I think.
Really 4, yeah.
That's what people are talking about. Well, I'll even throw in the 5th team, Lake Hamilton.
Yeah.
And you got
They're gonna
Shiloh
play.
and Greenwood, so you've got a mix of teams that you're going to have to, you know, you're going to find out what you've got, and you're going to find tonight. And the sad thing for Southside is we've got 2 of those teams on the road, and we have to go to Greenwood too. But you know, it's been interesting. This has been an interesting year for the Mavs. I was just thinking this today. We've not been at home in over a month.
The whole month, man. It's this is the last one, and we talked about it earlier. You know, really the drive up here wasn't quite as bad as we thought it might be, but going home, I'm not really. I'm just riding, and I'm not really looking forward to it. So it's good. We hope the trip was definitely worth it because we really could use a W coming out of here, getting home. You know, a month of trudging through it and really taking care of business in my mind. I feel like the last, I guess, 4 weeks, really, you know, we've played pretty good football. You know, last week, second half, maybe, you know, I heard some people grumbling a little bit about it, but ultimately, I mean, there's a lot of numbers out there in that second half of that game last week that normally, you know, you're not getting to call their names very often. So I thought it was a lot of really good experience for sure.
Well, you had a lot of penalties too in that ball game, and a couple of turnovers. Actually, I think we had 1 turnover in that ball game, the interception, the possibility of a second one that was
It's
dropped.
close. Yeah, it was close.
But, you know, you made some mistakes, and hopefully they'll get rid of those mistakes, and it won't happen tonight because we played these guys last year. I thought that was the key to the ball game is obviously Mountain Home wanting to run the football, but we had, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was early in the fourth quarter, we get a turnover. Very next play, we turn it back over. They hit a big pass play, get a touchdown, and that's your game right there.
A whole lot different ball game after that, for sure.
As we look at this Southside team, too, on offense, it's been kind of an interesting journey. Now we've scored 35, 35, and 27 in 3 ball games. Now that's pretty good, but I think this offense is not close to what they can be. You had that first ball game where Blake Forsgren was off on his passing, kind of picked it up the last 2 ball games, and then that last ball game you had 3 drop passes. In fact, 2 that could have been touchdowns.
I mean, hitting them in the hands. So, you hope you clean that up in coming into conference play. I'm sure they saw all that on video, but really the one thing we'd kind of talked about it even on the drive up here is the one thing that really impressed me about Forsgren is, he's not making every strike you almost expect out of him, but what he's doing is when he's missing in a safe spot on the field, which is, that's really what you need out of your quarterback. You obviously you want to hit those big plays, and like you said last week, I mean, we had 3 big drops, but Blake, I mean, he's putting it on the money. So I think we're in pretty good shape there.
Well, as I said the last week too, I think a key for this team going forward, starting last week, really from what I've seen the first 2 weeks, you've got to get that third receiver, whether it's a Loudermore, whether it's a Tanner Stacy. Stacy had a chance last week and wasn't able to make the play, but what's going to happen is they're going to double down on Peyton Zimmerman, and it's going to be really tough. It's going to be, and they may even double down on Wilson Key, but when you've got, you're wanting to be in a passing game, you need 4 receivers, not just 2.
That's right. And it doesn't hurt that, Warren can catch out of the backfield. So, try to get that third, and then hopefully your 4th receiver's identified and get them in the mix and let them get their confidence. I think once those guys start catching a few, they're going to be in good shape. And I think really with Loudermore, he had one that, Pogue and I were kind of joking about it. We're always told if it hits you in the down and do anything with it. So
well, that's what I told Coach Pogue that week before. I believe it was Zimmerman dropped the ball a little by Central, and he should have caught it, but the kid had hands all over him the whole time, so it could have been a penalty. But, how impressed are you with Terrell Warren?
Oh, I mean, I'm kind of anxious to see just how often he gets carried the ball tonight. I mean, he's been looking at 100 yards every game, and, you feel like he's got a breakout game coming. So that's what I'm kind of looking forward to, is being there for his breakout game.
Let's go down the field now for tonight's national anthem.
And holding the left rifle cadet Lieutenant Samuel Senib. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Performing tonight's Star Spangled Banner, please welcome the Mountain Home High School Marching Bomber Band.
Well, welcome back. As we look at the Southside defense, Terrell, I thought Maddox Perez stepped up big last week, and he was our auto collision hit of the game, and I think he knocked that kid into about the second row. And, your linebackers, Ethan Dunn and Malachi Warren and Maddox Perez are playing really good right now.
Flying around the football, that's one thing I really noticed last week at Southwest was it seemed like every time we made a tackle, it was 4 or 5, players on top of the pile. So that's really what you want, and I think that's really what you're going to need against this team tonight. I think gang tackling is going to be key on defense.
Well, I think you're right about that. It's going to be a challenge, too. We had talked about this during the preseason. Our defensive line, maybe being a question mark coming into the season, and especially that Central game, I thought they outquicked that Central offensive line, made some really nice plays, but they're going to go up against a offensive line tonight from Mountain Home that it's a team that loves to run the football. That's the key thing. I go back to the advantage to what Mountain Home likes to do is I think they do what suits their athletes, number one. I think, and you've also got a system where I always go back to Army, Navy. You play these teams, they wear you down.
That's right.
That's what their game plan is come wear you down. Those 4 or 5 yard gains on first down, second down turn into 15, 20-yard gains as the game goes on by wearing you down. So this defensive line is going to have to play well tonight. And the thing you have to watch, and I noticed this last year too, was, they like to run the ball, but they also like to run the ball to set up a passing game. And so Dwight Johnson along with Darian McGrew need to be big for the Mavericks tonight.
Well, my coach always told me over there at that corner, you got to stay at home, and I think against a team like this, that's going to be the key. You got to stay home and try to combat that run. And we were talking about the defensive line. The one thing that's been impressing me with those guys, Sherrod and Perez, all those guys. I mean, they're really impressing me with how they're getting pressure on the quarterback. They're shutting down the run game. You got 3 guys up there down. And now, I think against Mountain Home, we may see more of that 4-man front. We saw a little bit of it last week, but, being able to get pressure on a quarterback and being able to shut down a run game with a 3-man front is pretty impressive. So, give a lot of credit to those guys.
Well, you're playing a team. I'm assuming these are brothers, Brantley, Phillips, and actually it's Barrett Miller. I'm sorry, but
well, they had him listed on there twice.
Yeah,
Barrett.
Yeah, they had him listed on there twice, but Brantley Phillips, 6'4". That's a typical quarterback you like that. So he's going to be able to see the field well. Going to have to slow him down. But Barrett Miller is a young man that's had some big ball games earlier this year, and he's 5'9", 190. So he's going to be low to the ground, going to be hard to hit, and hard to bring down.
Yeah, and I think he's the one that if they get into a running battle, that's going to be their guy. And I think he can run probably better than their 2 big running backs. So it'll be interesting to see what their game plan is coming out too, because I think there's a couple different ways they could go with this one, and I'm not really sure what we're going to see yet.
Well, what's interesting about this depth chart for the Bombers is they have Brantley Phillips listed at quarterback. They've also got Barrett Miller listed as your backup quarterback. That's interesting. And they had the Chenoweth kid last year that was the main workhorse at running back. But I suspect this is a place where you go probably senior, and then you've got a guy waiting in line for the next year. So I don't think there's going to be much of a drop-off with Miller. So it's going to be a key for Southside, really. I think, obviously, you look at keys to the game. Number one, Terrell, I think it's going to be you're going to have to stop the run.
That is exactly what I'm thinking tonight is our concentration on defense has to be on shut down the run, make them go to a pass-happy offense. And I think if you do that, that's playing right into our favor. Now, one thing I have noticed so far, I think we're going to be able to see the numbers all right. We were kind of worried about that earlier.
Last week was a challenge last week seeing that with those turquoise numbers and the purple
Well,
jerseys.
anytime they have outlines, it seems like I just can't see them as well.
Well,
doesn't matter what the color of the outline.
I told you we played Bentonville one year, and they just had outline numbers and then black on the inside. You could not read those to save your life.
Once the sun goes down, I mean, it's all we can do.
Yeah, Mountain Home won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Southside will receive the football to start the ball game, and
go score.
That's what you need to do. And also, I think another key too, Terrell, is going to be eliminate the penalties. No 7-yard penalties this week, and
no turnovers.
and no turnovers. I think those are the keys for the Mavs, and take care of that football. And I think another key is definitely going to be your first down play. Don't give up 4 or 5 yards, make them work for it, put them in some second, third, and long situations, and then when you get them in those situations, get off the field.
What do you say out here? It's not 3 yards in a cloud of dust anymore. It's 3 yards in a cloud of turf.
Well,
what do you say on this? I don't know.
Yeah,
there's a little bit of a cloud.
You got that little black turf out there, so I guess it's I'll get a little bit of black rubber, maybe. I don't know, but
a little puff.
I go back to, and we talked about this at Little Rock Central, the struggles that Cabot's having right now with Mike Malham not being the coaches. Those players are not designed to try to run that wide open offense, and I tend to think that's probably what's going on here at Mountain Home. They probably have the kids. Now they are playing 4 wide receivers, so they will be in that, but I think they definitely like to run the football. Basically, they do that to try to spread the field out.
Spread the defense so they can kind of split you up and try to get those big cutback lanes.
And I think they do a good job of really matching up, and I think they do a good job of playing with what their personnel, and they've really built a good program here. This actually was where Brian Mallett used to coach.
Arkansas hero.
And it's a beautiful stadium.
It really is.
I said this last week. It kind of sits out in the woods, and the beautiful school, and real nice stadium. What I do like about it, too, is you look here, and you go to a lot of these smaller places. This is Lake Hamilton. This is Greenwood. This Shiloh. You come to these places, and these places, it's almost packed.
Oh, yeah. I think this is one of the few times that we're outnumbered. The South Side fans are outnumbered, so it's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of energy on both sidelines tonight.
Well, you look at Southside, and they've had 3 road games in a row, and you hope that plays into their favor that they're able to. But you're also in a different atmosphere this week. Last week, I think you counted the 30 people that were in the stands for Little Rock Southwest last week. So waiting on the Bombers to come out here before we start the ball game. Southside on the field. Southside again will receive the ball. It's like the Southside starting offense. I go with Blake Forsgren, Terrell Warren, Peyton Zimmerman, Wilson Kidd at receiver, Barry Lowmore receiver, Tanner Stacy, your 4th receiver. And they'll go with Josh Chung, Mark Rodriguez, Hayden Eckelhoff, Nick Arnold, and Colby Castling. And I'm also going to throw in Joey Dabina, too, as your extra blocker out there. We'll see him a lot in certain situations.
Yeah, and so far we hadn't seen too many injuries on the squad, but we've had a couple so far, and I think that's where getting into conference play, those start to kind of loom large, especially either of your offense or defensive line. So I think right here, game plan is come out, score early and often, try to keep Mountain Home's offense off the field. Well, like you said, you don't want them to get into their ball game of wearing your defense down. They got a fireworks show.
Yeah, Michael Beaumont would be jealous if he saw that fireworks show they're putting out over here. Yeah, it's a first-class setup, like I said, and it's I love the fact that and they've got the little rocket driving down there, little bomber, and he just turned over.
Did he?
Yeah, now he's back
Did he
up.
Really?
Yeah, he's back up.
Huh.
But like I said,
like he was about to flip it. I didn't think you really would.
Yeah, I love this, though. I love the atmosphere of these type games. And if you're a football player, any athlete, you love to see these kind of crowds to play in front of. And at times it can be intimidating a bit, especially over at Greenwood. But, for the most part, I think the kids love it playing in this atmosphere. And I think you're going to see a good effort here by the Southside Mavericks.
Well, and like you said, we've been on the road a while. So this right here, I feel like we've kind of got the road jitters out of our system. So hopefully we just come out here and execute.
Again, Southside will receive the opening kickoff here as we start the ball game. The kicker will be Isaac Ballard. Back deep for Southside will be Peyton Zimmerman. Also back David will be Paul David France back deep too for the Maps. Haven't seen him on kickoffs this year. Just about ready to go here. A good atmosphere, a beautiful place to play football. Going to be a lot of fun tonight. There's a man at the 10-yard line, 15, 20-yard line. Gets it outside up to about the 28-yard line. That's where Southside will start the opening drive of the night if they're on 28-yard line. And about one step away.
Turf monster.
Southside will start 1st and 10.
Yeah, you don't see him get taken down by the shoestrings very often, especially with a full head of steam.
And Southside will start this drive off the left hash, 1st and 10 for the Mavs. Going with a pack formation here, it'll be strong right. With Warren in the backfield, they'll bring Zimmerman in motion, hand it off to Zimmerman, will fight his way forward, maybe for about a yard, bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 9.
It looked like he had it made, but it was a little, they fought right through that block.
The yard at 2nd and 9.
Can you see okay? Yeah. I'm having the stands, I can't see them. He's 2nd down, 2nd and 9 for the Mavs, just opening the ball game here. We've got 11:32 to go. Obviously no score here. One back in the backfield. There's a handoff. That's Warren. Tries to cut it back out. Will be hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That was Jacob Bellamy over there, the senior linebacker, making the play. Bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 9. And Terrell, that's definitely what you want to do here is have a 3 and out on your first series.
No, and the funny thing is I'm seeing some big blocking out there right now.
Are you a bit surprised that Southside's gone to the running game early?
Well, I figure they're probably trying to set up what they do.
They'll go trip set to the left of Forsgren, looks to the sideline to get the play.
I like that, switching that cadence up a little bit.
Got 5 seconds on the play clock. Here's your snap. He's got time, throws the ball in the middle. It's going to be complete. They run him out of bounds there. 1st down for the Mavs.
See, had him right where we wanted him, Keith. Just setting up the 13-yard pass.
Push out of bounds by Bombers number 8, Drew Pica. 1st and 10 Mavericks.
I believe that was Sebastian Lute in the ball game on the catch for the Mavs. But what set that play up was the time that Forsgren had to throw the football. Great job by the O-line. 1st and 10 for the Mavs to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I'm seeing some big blocking out there already by our O-line.
Quick pass out, going to be complete to Zimmerman. Not much there, going to get maybe 3 yards. The spot at the 48-yard line, bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 7 for the Mavs. Got Landon Grimm back out there tonight, Terrell. That's good to see. Back 74 back out there. Bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 7 for the Mavs. We've got about 10:06 to go here, first quarter. They'll bring Warren in motion. Throw the ball out. It's going to be complete on a nice catch. That's Zimmerman. Will fight inside the 50. Works his way down to about the 47-yard line. Actually spotting back at the 48-yard line. Bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 2 for the Mavs. As Coach Pogue would say on that, Terrell, he didn't get much of a spot. I thought he was just a little bit further down the field. We'll bring up 3rd and 2. That was a nice catch nonetheless. And I like what they did. They brought Warren in motion. You were thinking maybe a swing pass out, but he was actually a blocker out there to set up the play. They'll bring Zimmerman in motion now. He'll be in the backfield. Here's a handoff to Warren on a nice play.
Little counter play. Made you think they were going back to that little end around with Zimmerman and then handed out off underneath to Warren. That's pretty.
How big was that 3rd down play looking right now? 3rd down, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's almost like you got them right where you want them when you had that.
Yeah, the pass completion from Blake Forsgren to Sebastian Lute set up the 1st down for the Mavs. Southside working on that hard count with Forsgren, trying to draw them off sides. There's a handoff to Warren. A nice push off the offensive line. It's going to get a few yards. I'll spot at the 38-yard line, be a gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 6 for the Mavs. Still early here in the ballgame. First series here for the Mavs. Got 8:50 to go. It's good running so far by your 9th grade running back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe.
And we talk about him and only going to get better.
Oh, man. Keep him healthy.
Stack formation for the Mavs. Here's a keeper by Forsgren. Going to get the 1st down. Cuts it back inside the 30-yard line down about the 27. I love that play, and I was actually thinking they might run that on the last play. I think it might have been there. But
That's a good read, and he actually hid that thing really well, too. He kind of dug down after he made the fake and took off. And
Coach Key doing a good job of really kind of changing those formations up a bit. And we saw the previous play where they brought Zimmerman in. You got that misdirection you were talking about. Now we've got a whistle. I think we tore some turf up.
official timeout.
Maybe that's that dirt you were talking about.
Yeah, that's it.
There in the pregame. The 1st and 10 for the Mavs. This will be the 9th play of the opening drive of the ball game. Exactly 8 minutes to go here. First quarter.
I don't know, the way he picked that thing up was like somebody's wedding ring out there or something.
It looks like they're ready to go here. I'm not sure where that other referee, he throw something on the side or
yeah,
something?
he went all the way off to the track and threw something out.
The 1st and 10 Mavs. They have the ball at the 27-yard line of the Bombers. Here's a pitch out to Warren. He's going to be hit. Going to lose about a yard. Bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 11. It's Blake Vaco over there making the play, the senior linebacker.
I think that's the first time we've seen that play not work all season.
Well, I think the key from what I've seen so far early, obviously only about 4.5 minutes in, but this Mountain Home team on defense, they're quick. And so it'll remind you a lot of Northside. A lot of those stretch plays you try to run are going to be hard. You want, like, I think what you were talking about, you want to get those misdirection plays. You draw them one side, just get that half a step, get great yardage on that.
Yeah, and that counter play, it went back to the left. There's another counter play keeper.
As Forsgren breaks the first tackle inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Be about a yard short of the first down.
Well, he's looking good running it, though.
Well, he broke the tackle at about the 23-yard line, got an extra 4 yards. Now you're in a situation here where you can either throw the ball or run the ball, whatever Southside wants to do. And I'd say by bringing in the big guys right now, they're going to run the ball.
Might have tipped their hat in their hand.
And you bring Malachi Warren in the ball game. Also, that's Ethan Dunn working fullback.
Sure is.
Here's a handoff. That's Warren. He's going to be hit. I believe he may have lost a yard back to the 19-yard line. He was hesitant on the play. He looked like he that's a play where you just got to lower that shoulder, get what you can. He kind of slowed down and see what Southside wants to do here.
He looked up and saw a wall of blue Bombers. Tried to hide from them is what it looked like.
Southside a little bit of confusion there trying to figure out what package they want to run here. We got still plenty of time. There's 12 seconds on the play clock. 6:08 on the game clock. First drive of the ball game. Southside will go trip set to the right of Forsgren. Going to have to hurry here or take a timeout. They'll get the play off as Forsgren rolls to his right. Well, the ball's going to be complete on a nice catch. Big play there for Southside.
Yeah, he got the right spot.
Yeah, Wilson Key. That was not an easy catch.
No, and it hurt. That's what we always used to tell them, man. Sometimes it hurts to make the play.
Forsgren looks like he's on his game tonight.
Well, and he made a good little read right there. I don't know if the coaches told him to do it or whatever, but he swapped over Warren to the other side for protection, and I thought that was a really good move. He moved the whole defense when he did that.
Yeah, I go back to that first down again on the pass to Lute. It's good to see that third receiver getting involved. It kind of changes up your scheme a bit. 1st and 10 for the Mavs. Here's a keeper by Forsgren. Gets inside down to the 10-yard line. Actually, I'll spot him just short of the 10. I want to see where they mark this. They mark it just short of the 10. Let's see if they're going to. They're changing strategy on us. They're not marking it on the yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 5. What a great drive for the Mavs. This will be a 7-minute drive so far. This will be the 14th play of the opening drive. And again, key play. You had 3rd down, 3rd and 9.
About just went 3 and out, you know. Then you get that big pickup.
But this misdirection's big, though.
There's another one.
There's a handoff to the inside. He's going to get down to the 9. That's going to be Zimmerman on the carry. Bring up 3rd down. Looks like they could get a 1st down around the 6-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, that was a play. I think last week went for about 20 yards both times.
I think the key for Southside, too, you can run that misdirection, but the plays that seem to be most effective running the football have been Forsgren just really quick fake, hitting that hole. Third down. They want to throw the ball here. Forsgren's got time. He looks. We'll throw the ball to the corner of the end zone. It's going to be out of bounds. See what the Mavs want to do here on 4th and 3. Going to go ahead and try to get the points here.
Another one of those smart throws by Forsgren right there, not trying to force it in there and maybe get it tipped up in there and turned over. Just let it go and get the points.
As Rodrigo Hernandez will check in, this will be a 26-yard field goal from the right hash. Bronson Chilton will be holding the ball for the Mavs. Different holder this week.
Uh-oh.
And I think we panicked on that. Going to throw the ball out and incomplete.
Yeah, I think he had time. He just, ball went kind of behind him.
Well, you can put a big check mark by that. That was terrible. That was an 8-minute drive for the Mavs and no points.
Yeah, the bad part about that is the Bombers get the ball at halftime.
I think your holders, he's down the side over there.
Yeah,
I think he got
his ankle.
Yeah, I think he got. They landed on him. I think he had time though that he could have. Of course, you don't know that down there on the field.
That's right.
You hurry up. So
you see blue jerseys coming.
You got Brantley Phillips, your quarterback, will have the ball to Barrett Miller. He's going to try to get outside. They're going to force him out of bounds. Good job by the Southside defense getting over there, leading the charge for Southside. Is Webb Norman along with. I believe that's another number 5 we've got out there. That's got to be Dwight Johnson.
Number 6, Dwight Johnson on the tackle.
Yeah, we're giving Forsgren credit for the tackle. They want to throw the ball here. We'll throw the ball out. It's going to be incomplete. Big opportunity here for Southside to get off the field. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 5. I think the key, though, that first drive, though, Terrell, was the fact that you kept their offense off the field.
That's it.
You wore that defense down. Yeah, we didn't get the points that we wanted, but, later in the game that may help us as the game goes on.
Well, especially if you get off the field right here.
Here's a handoff. And there's a nice play by Ethan Dunn as it looked like they were going to get the first down, getting away by Barrett Miller, but Ethan Dunn there to make the play for the Mavs. Bring up 4th down.
To take a quote from the great John Madden, got a lot of penetration on that one. Blew up that whole left side of their offense.
Yeah, we're going to get Mason Piper to get us up here to have maybe some type of a screen where I can have you sit there and draw those plays up and really confuse everybody like
I'm
John
good at
Madden
that.
used to do.
I'm real good at that part.
Wilson Key will be back deep. Brantley Phillips will be your punter. There's a punt. It's a high punt that it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where they mark this at. You got to be kidding me. That ball went out of bounds.
Like the 42.
He marked it at the 47-yard line. And oh, well. That's one of the things I will say, though. That's one of the hardest things you can do is try to figure out on a ball that goes out of bounds where it actually goes out. But
I think he marked it where they handed the ball to him. I mean, that's a very gracious spot.
Good job by the Southside defense getting that first 3 and out. That's key in the ball game. Got the ball at the Mountain Home 47-yard line. It's important, Southside, to get some points here when you got your chance. 3:06 to go here, no score. Forsgren looks to the sidelines to get the play. Wants to throw the ball here. He's got time to throw it. Throws the ball down the field. It's going to be incomplete and try to get the ball to Wilson Key. But that was a play, too, though. You really had 2 receivers in the same area. That's the kind where you see like you want one of them to kind of clear out, then the other one to maybe take the middle of the field.
Yeah, typically there'd be a read by the front man, and then the trailing receiver's kind of trying to figure out what the front man's doing to figure out where he's going to go to settle down in the defense.
Southside they're running a different formation right now. They've got 6 offensive linemen in the ball game. Going to throw the ball here. It's going to be complete. That's Zimmerman makes some first man miss. We'll get down to about the 42, maybe 41-yard line.
Love that extra effort.
Bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 5 for the Mavs.
Turned just about nothing into something.
Bring up third down, third and five. Bring up third down, third and five. We've got 2:42 to go here in the first quarter. No score. We've got 2:42 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Southside a very good opening drive of 15 plays. Got down inside the 10-yard line. Attempted a 26-yard field goal, but never got it off. And it's one of those games, though, you got to take advantage of everything. And I think right here, this series, Southside needs to get some points. So they go stack formation to the right of Forsgren. Going to run a handoff. That's Terrell Warren.
There's a move.
Makes a nice move. We'll have a Southside first down. Love the call. Love the call.
That's the running we're used to right there.
Brought down by Bombers number 20, Jacob Phillips.
You're going to see some guys getting up slow here in a little bit. That is actually, Southside has already run 18 plays here in the first quarter compared to 3 for Mountain Home.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Blake's had all day every time he's had to throw the ball.
Again, we've got 1:51 to go here, first quarter, no score. Trip set to the right of Forsgren. They do a lot of stunning on the line for, if you watch this Mountain Home team. Want to throw the ball out. It's going to be complete. That's Wilson Key. Will lower that head and get that positive yardage inside the 30 down to the 27. Going to be close to a first down. Going to spot him just a bit short. You're okay with that. Actually, it's about a yard short. You're okay with that. You've got second down, second one. Is obviously a run pass situation, whatever you want to do
You do
there.
whatever you want right here, but what I really like about that last play is, I mean, they've got 8 in coverage, and we're still making the completions. That can't do anything but help your run game later on in this one.
Second down, second one. They'll bring Zimmerman in motion. Southside wants to throw it here. They're going to set a screen up. That's Warren on the screen. Gets that block out front. Is going to have the Southside first down. That looked like it had a chance to be a bigger play than what it turned out to be, as Josh Chung was out there leading the charge, and it'll be a first down. Love the call. Love the call on.
Yeah, he's just got to realize, he can just run over that guy. He doesn't have to go around him, but he'll figure that part out.
Yeah, Coach Key doing a great job of mixing up the pass with the run so far here. Southside, again, they're 20 plays in here in the first quarter.
Well, one of the best counter plays you can run is a pass when they think you're going to run it. So
Southside going with that stack formation. Now we've got a flag on the play.
I didn't see that flinch. Okay.
Offsides against the offense.
You don't see that often.
No, but I think, didn't we see one 2 weeks ago? It's an odd kind of thing, offsides on the offense.
What I want you to see is how many yards they mark off.
Yeah, 6, 7.
Be first and 15 for the Mavs, and you don't need that. Let's see if Southside, they could actually let the clock run. Well, yeah, we're at a point they could let the clock run if they want to.
First and 15.
First and 15 for the Mavs.
I say try to draw them off.
Yeah, they're going to let the clock run out. Forrest is not going to run another play here. That's the end of the first quarter. No score here. You're back at the start of the second quarter after this. Watch the Southside Maverick football on the Maverick Sports Network.
Runs in our family.
I sure figured somebody to score in that quarter.
We're going to have trouble doing commercials, Mason, when a game goes like that. But that's good for us because we'll be out of here by 9 o'clock.
Family. It's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Summer's winding down, but the savings are just getting started. Dive into the end of season sale at Burton Pools and Spas. For a limited time, save up to $14,000 on fiberglass pools. And the first 10 customers who purchase an AquaCrete pool with a premium vinyl finish will receive a free hot tub. Don't miss these incredible deals. Visit our stores in Fort Smith, Springdale, or Greenland, or go to burtonpools.com for more details. At Burton, we do more than build swimming pools. We build long-term relationships.
Welcome back to action. It'll be first and 15 for Southside at the Bomber 28-yard line. No score in the first quarter. It was as they had a offsides penalty before the end of the quarter. As Forsgren looks to throw, he's got time. We'll throw the ball out. It's going to be Incomplete over there. Tough catch on the sideline.
Lake Forsgren's pass intended for number 16, Peyton Zimmerman.
Trying to get to Peyton Zimmerman over there. Not an easy throw or catch.
No, it wasn't. It looked like Zimmerman had his receiver by about, or his defender by about a step, but that ball where Forsgren had to put it, man, it was going to be tough for anybody to bring it down.
Well, those penalties really hurt you, too. It puts you in a tough situation. I like what Southside's doing, though. Now they're going back to the 4-receiver set, but they had a 6-man line again on that previous play. Going to roll it out here with Forsgren. He's got time. Sets up the throw. We'll throw the ball out of bounds. Bring up third down, 3rd and 15.
Man, credit Warren on that one, too. Kobe was blocking his guy and kind of had to push him out, and then, you know, it's kind of up to Warren. He's the last man at the end out there, and he had to pick up big old defensive end, and he did a heck of a job.
Now they've got another penalty on Southside. Not sure what this is. Maybe lineman downfield.
Pretty sure all the linemen were in the backfield.
Oh, legal motion.
Illegal shift.
Didn't see that. He'll decline that. We'll bring up third down, 3rd and 15. We've got 11:50 to go here, second quarter. No score in the ball game. These are the kind of situations you try to avoid if you can, knowing that you're going to have to throw the football. Might be a situation, maybe run it, get a little bit closer, and go for it on 4th down.
That's what I'm thinking, almost like a 2-down territory.
Yeah. I'm not sure that screen pass wouldn't be a good idea right here.
That's right.
Forsgren's got time. We'll throw the ball to the end zone's got open. Wilson Key, and there's a nice defensive play at the very end to tip the ball away.
That was a pretty ball, though.
It was Carter Atkins over there. Yeah, he got there just split second to tip it away.
I'll tell you this, though, Keith. You had it called. You had Warren over here in the flat by himself.
Well, penalties hurt, and that's one that that's also a penalty when you're offsides on offense. Somebody lined up offsides, probably one of your receivers, and that should never happen. Bring up 4th down, but nonetheless, they had a chance. If the safety doesn't get over there, that's a touchdown.
It is.
See what the Mavs want to do here. Forsgren looks to throw the ball. He's got time again. Looks down the field. He's got all day. We'll throw the ball down. It's going to be complete.
Got a flag, too. See which one gives us more yards.
Lake Forsgren's pass is complete. There's a penalty marker on the field.
If it's PI, you might go ahead and take that, but if it's defensive holding, you just take the play.
See what the penalty is. That's going to be a hold on Mountain Home. So it'll be 1st and 10. That's a great job by Southside. Was that Zimmerman on the catch?
Couldn't tell if it's Zimmerman or
Lauermore, one of the two. Nonetheless, that was a nice pitch and catch. And a good job of Forsgren of getting outside that pocket, seeing the whole field, finding the open receiver.
Well, he might have even saw that flag and realized he had him pretty much a free play on the end of it, too. So just keep the play alive.
In Arkansas football, you never assume.
That's right.
1st and 10 for the Mavs. Here's a keeper by Forsgren up the middle. Fights his way inside. That's a nice move. We'll get down. They spin him around for about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and let's see if they got 2nd and goal. Yeah, they can get a 1st down inside the 1-yard line. They get the ball down to the 8-yard line. We'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 7 for the Mavs. This will be the 11th play of this second drive for the Mavs. Very impressed so far with the Southside offense, showing a lot of patience, doing a good job, really, of hitting up big 3rd downs when they need to. Forsgren calls signals. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff to Warren. Fights to the inside and will fight his way down to about the 5-yard line. Warren did a good job of making 2 or 3 defenders miss to get some positive yardage.
Bomber Nation, get loud. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, I thought he was about to pop that one for a big one.
They actually spot him at the 6-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about, let's call it 5. Maybe a short 5, long, about 5 yards.
Short 5, I think that's good.
Short 5 sounds better than long 4.
That's right.
Okay. Forsgren calls out signals. There was
Got him. Should have run it. Had the free play.
Penalty marker on the field.
Oh, no, they got us. That's
False start
nice.
against the Mavericks.
I thought for sure we got him jumping over that time.
Well, if you're going to run a pass play, that's not a bad penalty if you're going to get one. But the key is Southside is going to have to take advantage of some of this early start that they've had. Because if you're Mountain Home, you got to feel pretty good right now knowing this score's still at zip.
Absolutely.
Got about 10 minutes to go here before the half. Be third down for the Mavs, 3rd and 10 at the 12-yard line. Forsgren looks to throw. He's got time. Rolls to his right. He can run the ball.
There you go.
Makes a nice move to the inside. Will find his way down to about the 5-yard line. See what Southside. This will be interesting what Southside does is you didn't have the hold on that previous play. Are you comfortable going back in kicking a field goal here?
Depends on your holder, I think. Because he didn't really go off looking like he was real healthy.
Looks like Southside going to go for it here. Be 4th down, 4th, and about 4 at the 5-yard line. Got 9:20 to go here before the half. Porter's going to take the snap. He wants to throw the ball. He's got time. Throws it to the end zone. Wide open receiver. Touchdown, Southside.
Nice execution right there.
Wilson Key on the touchdown.
He tends to catch them when they matter.
How'd he get so wide open?
I don't know. He broke. It looked like he almost ran a drag route or something, but he broke from the middle of the field out wide. And, I mean, nobody knew where he was.
Yeah, I'm not sure where our regular holder was Connor McDonald the first part of the year. And now I think you're right, though. I think our holders.
I think he got hurt.
Yeah.
I think he got hurt trying to get that ball out earlier.
Tough break from the Mavs. I mean, you go ahead and kick the extra point here, obviously. Going to try to do it the hard way as they'll go for 2 here. There's a snap. Here's a rollout by Forsgren. Throws the ball to the corner. It's going to be complete. That's Terrell Warren for 2.
No, he hit Wilson Key again.
That was Wilson Key.
Yeah, it looked like Warren's number over there. Give that guy a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Big drive for Wilson Key. There's some big plays in that drive.
Well, we knew Wilson was going to get hot sooner or later because.
Well, you had the 1st and 15. Obviously, that pass completion there was big to keep the drive going. And then on 4th down, well, we know why they went for it now. I don't know if there was a decision or not on what they were going to do. But, yeah, the young man that was the holder went, he was on the side.
You think little brother De La Souce ever held the football for big brother?
I got a feeling at halftime they may be looking to see.
He might remember how to do it. Of course, he could probably kick the dead gun field goal too. But
get this, Terrell. Southside has run 33 plays to 3 plays so far in the ball game.
2 series. How many minutes? It was like 8 in that first one, and it's probably at least 8 in this one.
Yeah, because you had about 2 or 3 minutes left. And you've run this is about a 5-minute series here, so they've had the ball over 13 minutes.
Yeah, that's
probably about 2.
That's a big half, man.
As Rodrigo Hernandez will kick off for the Mavs.
And you still got a good chance of getting the ball back right here, especially if you force them 3 and out again.
If you get another 3 and out here, you're going to put some pressure on these guys. There's a kick by Hernandez. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. It's a nice return up to about the 35-yard line. That's where Mountain Home will start this drive at their 35-yard line. Sebastian Ludo there making the play for the Southside Special Teams. I don't think there's much of a wind blowing at. The flags are limp, so that's kind of unusual for Rodriguez.
It really is.
Feel like he got all the football. Again, Brantley Phillips, your quarterback. Barrett Miller in the backfield.
I think sometimes they just place kick those. They try to put it just in the spot.
Here's a handoff to Miller. There's a nice run there across the 40 up to the 41-yard line. We'll gain 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 4.
Did you see who that was? That was your guy in there, Isaac Parker. Come from a safety spot to play the run. I love it.
Now they go to a quick offense here. There's again.
Did not help them.
Yeah, going to stop them there fairly quick. That's Layden Rowe leading the charge for Southside along with Ethan Dunn. Be third down, 3rd and 2.
Chain game moved, but the ball went back where it was originally spotted.
Big opportunity here for the Southside defense. Going to bring some heat here. They bring it and
go.
get the ball to Miller. He's going to be hitting that backfield drop. That's Maddox Perez there for the Southside defense.
They're lucky that was not on the ground because that quarterback was fumbling that ball until Maddox got there.
Yeah, that was going to be a straight run. It looks like they may go for it here. Let's see what they want to do.
It's an interesting decision.
Now they're going to bring in the punting unit.
About to say, I mean, you get the ball at the half. I don't know that's what you want to do. Of course, you obviously don't want to go 3 and out either, but.
Well, the key for Southside is just keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
They got an 8-zip lead here with 7:50 to go here.
You don't even have to worry so much about scoring. Just worry about getting first downs.
What you got to be careful of, though, you got your quarterback as your punter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's
Make
a
sure
snap.
nobody gets behind you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice punt. Yes. Let's see where he marks this one. If he marks this one at the 16-yard line, they need to get somebody. And look,
He moved it way on up.
you got to be kidding me. That thing, I was going to say if it was at the 16, it was going to be a bad mark. He puts it at the 5. I think what this guy has been taught to do is wherever the ball lands, that's where the ball goes.
Regardless if it's out of bounds.
Yes, I think that's it. That's best I can tell because that was a pretty poor spot right there. Southside will start this drive to a 15-yard line. Previous drive went 13 plays, 53 yards.
Well, Keith, you might not believe this, but I think it's Shiloh Greenwood tonight, and Shiloh's ahead.
I think they're pretty even. Forsgren looks to throw here. He's got time. We'll throw the ball. It's going to be a screen. That's going to be complete to Terrell Warren. It's going to get outside, and we can't see where they're going to mark it because of the Bomber 10 out there. But
it's like they're giving him 8.
About 8 yards. But I love that call. But what was good about that play, Terrell did a great job of start, stop, start, stop.
Well, yeah, I was going to say he was really patient, letting his block get out there in front of him. And, you know, you get behind a couple of these guys out here, and
yeah, they actually gave him.
You're not going to go around them.
Yeah, they gave him 7 on the play. Second down, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, they don't mark these on the hash, I've noticed.
We need where's Coach Poe when you need him? There's a handoff to the outside. A nice cut to the inside by Warren. He's going to be close to the first down. I believe I'll spot him just about a half a yard short. And we got 6:45 to go here. Southside leads 8-zip.
Well, assuming we pick up his first down right here, you know, that actually probably helps you a little bit because that's just more clock you can burn.
They're not getting good spots. That ball should have been between the 25 and 24-yard line. I'm not sure they're supposed to be piping music in while you're calling signals.
No.
3rd down for the Mavs.
Well, that's a lot of penalties so far tonight, Keith.
You saying there might be a little home cooking here?
Well, I'm just saying I'm not seeing too much flinching going on up there, so they're a lot closer apparently.
Well, between that and how they spot the ball sometimes tends to bring a question, but I think that's just not really sure what they're doing. But anyway, we've got 6:14 to go here. Southside leads 8-zip. Big play. If Southside get a first down here, they're going to go stack formation. They run this formation to try to get a receiver maybe loose out there. As Forsgren looks to throw the ball, he's got time. He rolls away from the pressure. Looks to throw the ball. Receivers got to work their way back, and looked like he was pushed after he was out of bounds. We'll bring up 4th down. Receivers got to do a better job of coming back to the football.
Yeah, I think that's what he's looking for. So,
yeah, Blake did a good job, really, of eluding the rush and then giving his receivers a chance. But he had two receivers on this side of the field. Both of them froze. And I know this from physics. It's a lot easier to cover a guy that's standing still as opposed to a guy that's moving back or across the field.
Did you learn that in college?
It's one of the many things I learned. Yeah, they'll punt the ball away. That's tough for Southside. Going to be really good field position here for Mountain Home. Wilson Key will punt the ball away. That's a good punt for Wilson Key. Let's see if it turns over.
A little bit.
Yeah, it did. It's going to be a nice roll for Southside. We'll be down at the 45-yard line. That's where Mountain Home will start their 3rd possession of the night. They've had 2 3-and-outs so far. That's a key series, though. Southside could hang on to the ball for a while and really kind of work that because they've run a lot of plays. They've run 36 plays here in the first half compared to 6 for Mountain Home.
I'll tell you what, these next 3 are going to be key, I think, though. You still got to get these guys off the field.
Well, that was the difference last year. They just pounded it, and they finally wore our defense down. So,
well, it's like you said. I mean, they're making 3-4 yards a carry, and they're not doing that tonight.
Well, if you're Southside, if you go in here at halftime, hopefully we'll have a lead here at halftime. If you don't, you're going to feel really disappointed. Southside was offsides. What's that, 5 penalties?
Oh, 7, I think.
Well, the good thing is we've got a guy in the stands that's refereeing out there, said he's been doing it all night.
Hey, if you don't think he's good at it, just ask him.
Always one in the crowd.
That's right.
Be 1st and 5. They moved right there. Should have been a penalty. They're going to throw the ball here. Oh, they had a chance to get that. Going to pitch it back.
Weird.
That's Miller on the pitch back. They'll run him out of bounds for no gain. But
I think they lost a yard on that pitch.
Their right guard flinched.
Yeah, he did.
He flinched before the ball was snapped. That should have been a penalty.
Well, and that was a visible flinch. That's what I'm saying. Like, they've been calling some invisible flinches on Southside, so they definitely should have called out. Man, they actually.
Yeah, he lost about a yard and a half.
Yeah. I could tell he was going to lose a little bit on that little pitch try, but.
Bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 7. Time they're able to stop that time, they'll get the ball to Miller. The key for Miller is he's only 5'9", so you're going to have to try to get him low. And if he gets that center of gravity going, he's going to be hard to bring down. You saw it right there. Brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Going to go to a offense, and there's the same thing again. There's Malachi Warren along with Maddox Perez get him in the backfield. Also Daniel Morales there for the Southside defense.
I'm going to say, don't forget Morales, man. He was still going after that running back's on the ground.
Yeah, and they're moving the ball back up. He lost yardage on that play. They move it back up. We'll bring up 4th down, 4th and about 2. Chance here for the Southside team.
They're mad because they can see these guys flinching and they're not calling the false start.
They're going to discuss this one. Let's see what the call is going to be.
Yeah, they need to back that one up. I mean, they flinched on the offensive side first. Well, I guess that's how you got to get a 1st down. Huh?
Well, you saw Ethan Dunn, though, when he blitzed on the play. He actually stopped, and that's what they've got to do. I mean, you want to keep your motion going, but you've got to stop. Going to run the ball, and he's wide open. They'll throw the ball down the field, and it's going to be complete. Inside the 10, touchdown.
Well, that's tough. That means we got to go back and score now.
They'll go for 2 here, try to even the game up. It's 8-6. Well, the sad thing about that play was pick your poison. You had guys wide open all over the field. There was some definite breakdowns in that secondary for the Mavericks. They'll go for 2 here. Right to the outside. He's going to be hit and gets in the end zone for 2.
New game.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and take a break here. We'll come back with the Bomber kickoff after this. You're watching Southside Maverick Football on the Maverick Sports Network.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
Welcome back to action here. We've got 4:10 to go here in the first half. Southside flicker pass from Brantley Phillips of 36 yards to Carter Atkins for the touchdown. All tied up here at 8. Terrell, one thing I was just thinking, Mountain Home calling out all the stops here early in the ball game.
They really are. They're pulling out every play in that playbook.
Here's the kickoff.
That's out of bounds. There you go. That's an easy way to get a head start, right?
You think he'll mark it there?
Probably. He'll start marking it off 15 yards from there.
I couldn't resist. Look,
Well, that's the other guy, though, isn't it? He's on the other side.
the frustrating thing for Southside, though, is you've dominated the ball game. You're at 8-8.
Yeah, it's tough. We're just talking about how good the defense have played. And really, I mean, what have the Bombers have had? 10 plays total?
Yes.
So, I mean, Southside's been doing their job on defense. It's just how many times you practice against a flea flicker.
Well, it's like I said, they're pulling out all the stops. And, well, it's a conference game. You got to do that.
It is.
That's kind of stuff you'd probably like to save it to the second half if you could. But, you know, the penalties have hurt Southside. Southside, chance to get off the field. They keep drawing those penalties. You had fourth down. Defense doing a great job of stopping the run, and then you set them up for the play with the penalties. There's a pass out, going to be Wilson Key. Throws the ball down the field. He's got an open receiver. That's Terrell Warren at the 30, 25, inside the 20-yard line. And he gets big clap there for Mountain Home, tackling him 60 yards down the field.
That's right, like they won the Super Bowl.
Boy, each team calling it out. And that's
Well, it's whatever you can do, we can do better, right? Give you a little trick play, too.
got 3:55 to go here. Going to check Malachi Warren into the ball game. Again, Southside go on 3 receiver set, 6 offensive linemen. There's Warren, tries to cut it back in, goes forward, and let's see, fumbles the football.
He should have been down.
I think they're calling him down. Yeah, they're calling him down. He's down.
Yeah, they're saying elbow. That's what it looked like to me.
Recovered by the Mavericks. Second down.
Crowd shouldn't be disappointed. We've got like 8 penalties on us.
I'm telling you, it's a lot so far.
Yeah, bring up second down, second 10 for the Mavs. Actually, they didn't give him, looked like he had gained some yardage on the play. They mark it at the line of scrimmage at the 19-yard line. Actually got on the 18-yard line. Should be second down, second and 9. Terrell Warren back in the ball game for the Mavs. Here's the keeper by Forsgren, gets to the outside, works his way down to about the 15. What I will say about this Mountain Home team, they do a good job of tackling.
They hit hard. I'll tell you what, Forsgren may have him a 100-yard game tonight on the ground.
Well, right when you think he's going to break it, they close. They do a good job of closing, and they're actually eliminating what you think is going to be a 10, 12-yard play, turns it to about a 4 or 5-yard play. Obviously, he turns it to about a 4 or 5-yard play. Obviously, Southside, as we saw, having to go for 2 points, probably going to 4-down territory here. So look at Forsgren, looks to the sideline. We're down to 2:17 on the clock. Southside goes to a trip set wide side of the field. Forsgren rolls that way, looks down, he's got time. Play breaks down, he's going to run the football.
Pretty.
Gets to the outside, we'll get a first down inside the 10-yard line, will be run out of bounds. See where they spotted at. Actually, he didn't get a good spot. Looked like he was inside the 10. They'll spot him at the 10.
Well, he didn't slide, so I don't know why they didn't give him that a little extra.
Actually, he marked it back at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, it's back there.
Looked like he was about the 9-yard line. Be 4th down, 4th and 2 for the Mavs. Forsgren looks to throw. He's got time. Throws the ball in the corner of the end zone. Up for grabs.
Oh.
Incomplete. Look like they might get it on the rebound.
Second effort, yeah.
He got a bad spot on that play. He was inside the 10 when he went out of bounds.
Yeah, he should have had all that forward progress and everything.
Then they spotted it back at the 11-yard line. You got 1:53 to go here. Let's see what Mountain Home wants to do. You got to think maybe they'll try to Probably run the ball a couple of times, and then, Southside may use their timeouts here. If they can get a stop. Going to hand the ball off to Miller. It's going to be a flea flicker again, and he's wide open again.
Yeah, Malachi. That's tough to cover for a linebacker right there.
And now we've got a flag on the play.
Almost got to be taunting on them. Malachi wasn't even looking at the.
My question is where your safety's at on that. Your safeties aren't even back.
Well, I think they're covering the outside routes, and then they're sending this little wheel route or something. I'm trying to figure out where that receiver's coming from. It's either slot or wheel route. So you got a linebacker trying to cover that route right up the seam.
Well, that's definitely an adjustment Southside will have to make here at the half.
Mm-hmm. Got to figure out your assignments.
Got 1:45 to go here. Still plenty of time. Whatever they want to do here, they still got. Well, actually, they got them only listed. Yeah, they've got 3 timeouts. First down. I'm going to hand the ball off. There was a hold off the corner there. No call as Brantley Miller gets the first down. Well, I'll give them credit. Running those flea flickers has really kind of put Southside back on their heels right now. That's a good job by the coaching staff of, put some different things out there. And then to come back and run that play again.
Well, it was a little bit different flavor. They actually ran like a double reverse flea flicker.
Southside trying to put some pressure on here. Pass is going to be complete. Late roll there for the Southside defense. Carter Atkins on the catch. Got 1:18 to go here.
I feel like they're about to go the well one too many times with this passing offense on throw a pick. They've been close a couple times already.
Roll out, going to throw the ball out. It's going to be incomplete. Bring up third down. Got 1:08 to go here. Be third down and 1 for Mountain Home Bombers. See what they want to do here. I got a feeling they may try to run the ball here, Terrell, then probably take a timeout, more than likely, with 1:08 to go here.
That would be my play call, the way they've been running it.
Yeah, right up here at midfield, that's probably the safe play. That's what they'll do with Miller. Give him the ball, and he's going to get the first down. There's Daniel Morales to make the play for Southside. They'll hurry the line of scrimmage to get a play off. A little surprised they don't use their timeouts, but they've done a good job of really kind of changing it up a bit as they step into the motion. He's got a wide open receiver over there. He's at the 30-yard line at the 25. He'll run out of bounds. That's Bryce Kincaid. The bad thing here, Terrell, for Southside is Mountain Home gets the ball to start the second half. First down, and now Southside jumped in the zone again.
It's like you said, Keith, man. It's like you can jump up there all you want, but you got to stop short.
A little bit of discussion going on here. Yeah, it's offside on Southside. That's
3rd and 1, I think.
We've got to be close to double-digit penalties so far in the ball game.
Yeah, real close to 10.
1st and 5 at the 10-yard line. Miller going to roll out here. He's got time to throw the ball, throws it down. He's got a wide open receiver. Actually, excuse me, that's Phillips. Had a wide open receiver over there. That was Bryce Kincaid. Will bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 5. Pretty much do what they want to do. 3 timeouts, 42 seconds to go here. They could run the ball or give their coaching staff credit. They've done a good job of really confusing the Southside defense. And they started this drive on their 9-yard line and very little resistance here.
Well, this is the first time we've seen them really running like a traditional offense. Everything up until now has been like a trick play that's got us.
I believe he may be short of the first down.
Yeah, there we go. The crowd's already said first down. So.
Yeah, 36 seconds to go here. Yeah, if you're Southside, if they're able to get these points here, you've got to be disappointed with the start they had, not taking advantage of some things. And then you had the turnovers and then the big plays you gave up here in the second quarter. They'll do a quarterback sneak and going to get the first down. Brantley Phillips will have the first down.
They going to measure?
I think Mountain Home going to take a timeout. With that timeout, let's go take one, too. You're watching Southside Maverick Football on the Maverick Sports Network.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
Welcome back. It'll be first and goal from about the Southside 4-yard line for the Mountain Home Bombers. This will be the seventh play of this drive to start their own 9-yard line. And, Terrell, they've done a good job hitting us with the flea flickers twice now and running those big plays. And Southside really struggling. You know, we thought it was going to be a game where they were going to pound the ball, but they've been more effective. They've had a lot of open receivers here early in the ball game.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder why they hadn't started out that passing game.
Phillips going to roll out here. He's got time, and we'll throw the ball. It's going to be incomplete. So we have Norman there for Southside. And we've got a lot of referees down here.
Yeah, a lot of them in the stands.
Well, we got two sitting up here in the press box, so hey.
That's fair.
It's a good defensive play by Webb Norman. Got 28 seconds to go here. All tied up at 8. Southside came out really on a nice opening drive. We're not able to get points on it. There's going to be a pitch out. That's Miller on the pitch out. Is going to get down and will be dropped at the 3-yard line. Good job by the Southside defense. Ethan Dunn over there for Southside along with Webb Norman. Norman having a big ball game for the Mavs. Bombers going to take a timeout here. With that timeout, we'll take one too. What's the Southside Maverick Football on the Maverick Sports Network.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
Welcome back to action here. Tied up at 8. It'll be third and goal for Mountain Home. A very nice drive here for the Bombers. It's be the 8th play of the drive as they hit us with the flea flicker, and they really kind of opened things up. Terrell opened up the running game a bit, and then they're kind of running some of those what I call passes over to the flat have been very effective so far in the ball game.
Yeah, I think they've hit a couple of drags. It's like a little 5-yard.
They'll throw the ball to the end zone, incomplete. See what
now
they want to do
got
here.
A decision. Think they got a kicker? Looks like they're running.
Well, I don't think there's a decision here. I think you kick it. I'll say this about the Southside defense. On their goal line defense, we've seen it week in, week out. They've done a pretty good job.
They have.
They get tough once you get down inside the 10-yard line. Nice drive, nonetheless, by the Bombers, though. As Isaac Ballard will attempt a field goal here, this will be a 20-yard field goal.
Do you jump right here on purpose?
Field goal's up. Field goal's no good.
There you go.
Got 14 seconds to go here. It's a big play right there.
Do you, though? You can't get a first down. Do you go offsides? Do you just jump early? Give them like an extra 2 yards if they call it?
No, I think like what he did. Actually, Southside got some pressure on that.
They did.
Got some on the inside and I'm not sure. You know, as a kicker, though, I don't know that you really notice that pressure as much. You're focused on the ball, so you maybe not see it quite as much.
Yeah, I don't think the kicker as much as the holder. What do you call right here, Keith? We're going to kneel on it and take it to half?
I go to half. Victory formation right here, take a knee and just regroup. And y'all know Southside's going to be disappointed because they came out like a ball of fire, 15-play drive to start the game, and then had the mishap on the field goal and got no points. But that being said, it's a positive that you got there at the half, not giving up any points. You're tied at 8, so new ball game here at the half. But been a lot of fun, though, so far, and it's a game where I would have to say that we're seeing some things, and we don't see Mountain Home a lot, but what we saw in the last year, it's completely different than what we're used to seeing. And I think you're seeing some different players in there. I think Webb Norman came in there because of the Flea Flickers. I think they were trying to get some players in there that maybe could
know what's coming.
Know what's coming.
Saw it from the sideline.
Be ready for it. And Southside jumped off sides too many times and got too many penalties. And you got to take advantage of some things, but. The one thing you worry about with Southside here at the half is you lost your holder. You don't have that kicking game, so that's going to may play into the ball game at some point.
I think it'll definitely play in that what play calls you're going for, especially if you get in that red zone.
Again, we're at the half, all tied up here at 8. Been a fun first half here. Be back with the scoring summary of the first half, plus a little bit of talk about the first half. You're watching Southside Maverick Football on the Maverick Sports Network.
With rising costs everywhere, from groceries to gas, we know repairs can feel out of reach. Insurance deductibles and repair costs can make you hesitant to start. But at Autoplex, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between your budget and getting your car repaired. Our Repair Now, Pay Later option helps ease the financial burden so you can get the quality repairs you need without the wait. Let us help you get back on the road. Visit fixrex.com to learn more.
Consumer notice. Interest rates are at a 22-year high. To gauge the demand for lower rates, or Chevrolet of Fort Smith is holding a great percent event. 1.9% financing for 60 months on select models is in effect. New 2023 Silverado 1500s, new 2023 Equinox, new 2023 Trailblazers. 1.9% financing. Plus, get over $3,000 in or extra value. Or Chevrolet of Fort Smith.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
Uncertain on how much your repair is going to cost? At Autoplex Collision Repair, we understand that unexpected accidents can leave you financially stressed. That's why we offer Repair Now, Pay Later. Start your repairs today and spread the payments over time so you don't have to wait to get back on the road. With flexible payment options, you get the repairs you need without the financial burden. Let's get you back on the road, worry-free. Visit fixrex.com to learn more and start your repair today.
The story of our family business starts back in 1878 when our ancestors settled in Old Town Van Buren and set up shop. We have been providing quality work, craftsmanship with the finest materials available using time-honored and traditional methods. Providing quality service to the River Valley for 6 generations.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Family. It's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Summer's winding down, but the savings are just getting started. Dive into the end-of-season sale at Burton Pools and Spas. For a limited time, save up to $14,000 on fiberglass pools. And the first 10 customers who purchase an AquaCrete pool with a premium vinyl finish will receive a free hot tub. Don't miss these incredible deals. Visit our stores in Fort Smith, Springdale, or Greenland, or go to burtonpools.com for more details. At Burton, we do more than build swimming pools. We build long-term relationships.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
With rising costs everywhere, from groceries to gas, we know repairs can feel out of reach. Insurance deductibles and repair costs can make you hesitant to start. But at Autoplex, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between your budget and getting your car repaired. Our Repair Now, Pay Later option helps ease the financial burden so you can get the quality repairs you need without the wait. Let us help you get back on the road. Visit fixrex.com to learn more.
Welcome back here to Bomber Stadium. We're here at the half, all tied up here at 8. It's been a pretty interesting first half, Terrell, the fact that Southside came out and really controlled the first quarter, running 33 plays to only 3 plays for Mountain Home, and then Mountain Home kind of dug into the bag of tricks there late. You know, Southside had a chance to really kind of open this up early, didn't take advantage of, you know, having the ball as long as they did, but Mountain Home comes back and opens up the bag of tricks, does the flea flicker, and comes back. All of a sudden they tie the game up, and all that work you did early, you know, was kind of down. But what I will say for Southside, though, is they did control the football, and if they're able to come out in the second half and do the same thing, I mean, it's going to wear down that Bomber defense.
Well, and you got to come out first and, you know, try to get them 3 and out again, because they're going to get the ball right here on kickoff. And if we do our job there, I feel like that really puts the pressure back on them. But, you know, then it's up to you to score. It's like you got to put points on the board before you're going to have any pressure back on those guys. Because that, like you said, after those couple of trick plays, I mean, they're feeling pretty good about themselves now. I don't know that they're feeling any better about their kicking game right now than we are. I mean, what was that, about a 14-yarder or something?
A 20-yard field goal.
20-yard field goal and missed it. So, you know, I don't think they're feeling any better about it than we are. So, you know, just put them back in the corner and let the pressure do its work.
Yeah, a lot different than what the game was last year, as both teams were in the 30s last year, just kind of going back and forth, and just kind of a good battle here so far in the ball game. And again, Southside started out well, and I think that all the plays they were able to run, if they could have sustained that for a little bit longer, I think in the second half, hopefully by the fourth quarter, that'll show up. Southside, you know, maybe get the ball, like you said, come out, get a stop, come back, go down, get some points, and, you know, maybe get some separation.
Yeah, I think the big storyline in that first half was just all the penalties. I mean, you didn't have – I think we had 11 penalties over, you know, offense and defense, and man, if you don't have half of those, I think you score at least one more, maybe twice.
Well, the frustrating thing about those penalties, a lot of those penalties were false starts. Those penalties were jumping in the neutral zone. You can't do that stuff. That's just penalties that, especially on defense, you got to be disciplined enough. And, you know, you look at Ethan Dunn out there. I was watching him on a play where he's coming off that left side. He's able to stop on that line of scrimmage and wait. I mean, you jump off sides, it's, you know.
Free play, basically.
You know, unless it's Little Rock Central, where I think we jumped off 2 or 3 times and it didn't get called. But, you know, it's a free play. You're exactly right. It's a free play. It's, you know, I understand it. You're trying to time that play, but, you know, it's not always that easy thing to do. It's, you know, if there is, you want to say anything maybe that would be positive about that happening would be the fact if it happens, it's going to happen there. You don't want to see your nose guard or your D lineman jump off sides.
Right, yeah. That's the one that drives Coach crazy is when the person whose nose is touching the football jumps. You just can't do that. You know, Malachi, he's just trying to time that thing up, and I think that quarterback's watching him coming and just changes his cadence up just to make him about a half second too early.
Again, we're at the half. It's 8-8, and again, it was the first half where Southside started out big. Very nice opening drive, but weren't able to take advantage of it as they weren't able to handle the snap from center. And I think that was a play, though. He panicked just a little bit. That's his first week to do it. But then he also got landed on, came out of the game, which we talked about this right before the half. How big is that going to be in the ball game? Are you going to have to go for it, try to score touchdowns to win the game now that you don't have your holder? You think you'd have a backup holder.
Well, in a game that's on pace to go 16-16 at the end, yeah, you're hoping that you got a holder that has at least been practicing a little bit because 3 points, that might be the difference between winning and losing this one.
Well, people that would look at the scoreboard over the state, if they had kicked that field goal and would have made it 11-8, would definitely ask, what inning are they in?
Yes, absolutely. Well, anybody that watched the game last year, too, they're going to be like, 8-8, how in the world can that be?
But it's been a fun first half, and Mountain Home came out and I think did some things that they normally might. They probably worked on those.
I think so.
They worked on them, and I think they probably came out and maybe ran them a little bit earlier than they wanted to. But you said there was a little variation on that second time on the flea flicker. But even that being said, it was still very effective. That's something that Southside's going to have to go in there and they got to figure out whether it's your backer or whether it's your safety. There's nobody in the middle of the field.
Yeah, it seems like it's something that they've seen on film too. And you had chances back there to end that play early enough for it not to turn out as a big play like it did. But ultimately, I think what it boils down to is you got somebody in your linebacking core that's got an assignment on a receiver that's coming out of or a running back out of the backfield. I think it's a receiver out of the slot keeps hitting us up that seam and. We saw Malachi Warren. He chased it down from behind, but I think he's probably the one. Well, this is the most interesting halftime show I think I've ever seen, Keith.
I think it's Halloween.
I want to toss. Are those goblins?
No, I think it's those two twins that were in The Shining. I'm not sure, but, yeah, you got to make those plays, though. I mean, you got to – but I give credit to Mountain Home. I mean, calling those plays, they were very well designed, and they're also kind of hitting us in the flat too. And you were talking about this, you were talking about this in the first half. That play out in the flat, that's a play where if you could play that passing lane, you got a chance to take that the other way, and hopefully maybe that'll go in Southside's advantage, maybe to get that ball and go the other way with it.
Well, and that's what you hope is that Mountain Home has now decided to go to do some things at the end of that first half that they probably would have saved for the second half. So now we've seen it. And, you see that little drag route come across the middle. I mean, if you can identify it, then you can jump that route. And all it takes is jump that route, and that's pick six. So that's what I'm looking forward to is seeing. I feel like we got at least one, maybe two big plays coming on defense in the second half, and that's what I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see a ball pop out and end up on the ground, scoop and score, or a big pick six.
Well, like I said, it was an interesting first half, and I think you're right. I think Southside can take advantage of that and maybe get a play or two on that. But, one thing I was really surprised at was Barrett Miller, the big running back, well, the little running back that's the main weapon for Mountain Home. He's probably upwards of maybe 30 yards in the first half.
Yeah, he's stud. I mean, all of his plays are turned into something.
But they've done a good job of really containing him. As we look at the first half scoring summary, Southside took the opening kickoff at the 28-yard line. 15-play drive, got down to the 10-yard, actually inside the 10-yard line, had a 26-yard field goal. Weren't able to get the field goal off and turn the ball over, and that's tough right there. You get that nice drive, you set the tone, and then you got to get the points.
Well, and we were talking, I mean, anytime the opposing team defers the kickoff to the second half, I mean, you want to go out there first series, get points on the board, And even if it's just 3, get points on the board, force the other team to score. And the beauty was, I mean, we turned around on defense and we held them to a 3 and out. But you know, you wish you'd had points to boot.
And Southside starts their next possession on their 47-yard line. They go 13 plays, 53 yards, a 5-yard touchdown pass from Blake Forsgren to Wilson Key. Key 2 big catches on that drive, including the 4th and 15 catch down. And what was impressive about that play, Terrell, was the fact that he knew where the sticks were, got just past the sticks.
Right past the sticks. That's how you draw that one up in the sand right there.
And then that was on 4th down. They hit him in the, I think he did, ran across the back of the end zone, and he's wide open. Once they do that, he's able to clear out. They get the touchdown. Southside ahead, 8-zip, and then defense comes up again. And again, it gets a big 3 and out, but then you get a nice punt by the kicker for Mountain Home. Southside starts their 15. They have a 3 and out. Mountain Home then has their best drive of the night, a 55-yard 4-play drive, which included the 36-yard flea flicker pass completion from Brantley Phillips to Carter Atkins. They go for 2, tie the game up at 8. Southside runs 4 plays from the 35, and they actually get down to the 9-yard line, lose the ball on downs. That's 2 possessions inside the 10-yard line, no points. Mountain Home goes 8 plays, get down inside the Southside 5-yard line. Southside defense, and we talked about this all year, do a great job of stiffening up once the team gets inside the 10-yard line. Stiffen up, force a field goal attempt. The field goal attempt is no good, which how important is that, missing that points, getting the ball started the second half?
Oh, I think that was, certainly for defense, that was probably the biggest, stand that we had in the whole first half. And like you said, with these guys getting the ball, start second half, keeping those 3 points off the board is huge. I mean, even if we come out and do what we want to do, that's what was that first series? Is like a 13-play drive or something.
15-play drive.
That's what we're shooting for. Is we want long drives, keep their offense off the field, and if they put those points up, now you're behind the 8 ball, and you can't really play that way. So I think it's huge. I think it's a big defensive stand.
Again, we're at the half. Southside all tied up here with Mountain Home 8-8. Be back with more after this. You're watching Southside Maverick Football on the Maverick Sports Network.
Consumer notice. Interest rates are at a 22-year high. To gauge the demand for lower rates, or Chevrolet of Fort Smith is holding a great percent event. 1.9% financing for 60 months on select models is in effect. New 2023 Silverado 1500, new 2023 Equinox, new 2023 Trailblazers. 1.9% financing. Plus, get over $3,000 in or extra value. Or Chevrolet of Fort Smith.
You always get more.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
Uncertain on how much your repair is going to cost? At Autoplex Collision Repair, we understand that unexpected accidents can leave you financially stressed. That's why we offer Repair Now, Pay Later. Start your repairs today and spread the payments over time so you don't have to wait to get back on the road. With flexible payment options, you get the repairs you need without the financial burden. Let's get you back on the road, worry-free. Visit fixrex.com to learn more and start your repair today.
The story of our family business starts back in 1878 when our ancestors settled in Old Town Van Buren and set up shop. We have been providing quality work, craftsmanship with the finest materials available using time-honored and traditional methods. Providing quality service to the River Valley for 6 generations.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties, grilled, spicy, original, it gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Family, it's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Welcome back to Bomber Stadium here, just about ready to start the second half as Mountain Home will receive the second half kickoff. And Terrell, a fun first half, an interesting first half, as I was saying. I think Mountain Home, give them credit, they were able to withstand Southside to start the ball game and ran some trick plays that were very effective. And, you know, as I mentioned, I said maybe they're trying to call out the trick stuff early, but I think obviously that's something they've worked on this week.
Yeah, I think they've seen something in our secondary. They've seen a linebacker, you know, jumping up, and they're just trying to get somebody back behind there. But, you know, we've seen it now. I think now
seen it twice.
now we should be able to recognize it.
Well, I'll tell you what made it effective, too, was the fact that when they weren't running that and they were trying to run Barrett Miller, it kind of opened up, kind of put us on our heels just a bit, and he was able, probably had some of his best runs after that happened. So, you know, you give them credit. Southside, you know, working 6-7 guys in the box, were able to control the game early, and then some corrections were made, and that's kind of been a difference so far. Again, the thing you worry about Southside is, you know, if they have to kick a field goal here, what they're going to do. I would almost think someone like I'm a little surprised that maybe someone like Wilson Key hasn't been working as maybe the holder. You know, we're kind of speculating on that. We're not really sure what.
Yeah, we just saw him kind of limp off the field after the little botch snap.
Well, Mavericks got a pretty good little crowd over there tonight. It's a long drive to come to watch a football game.
Yes, sir.
It's a long drive to come call a football game.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be longer on the way home. Southside will kick off here, so we start the second half. That's Hernandez approaches the ball. He's going to kick the ball. It's going to be short again at the 21-yard line. He's going to run it back, going to be hit and dropped at the 33-yard line. Southside doing something there, Terrell. I'm not sure what it is because we don't know the ins and outs of this Mountain Home special teams, but they're trying to keep the ball away from somebody.
I think they're trying to keep the ball away from their deep back.
Is it Barrett Miller back there?
I think he's back there, and then that number is it number 4 back there with him maybe.
Okay, Bryce Kincaid.
They're both pretty shifty.
A 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. So Brentley Phillips looks to the sideline to get the play call. Get started here in the second half, all tied up at 8. He's going to roll out. He's going to pitch it. That's a nice play by Phillips. Gets the ball out to Miller, and he's going to gain 10 on the play. Actually, they'll call him out, I believe. Well, they didn't call him out. He'll have the first down.
Yeah, they backed it up a little bit. He didn't get the first down.
Yeah, he got the first down. It was an 11-yard run by Miller. It's a really good play, though, by Phillips. Here's the handoff to Miller, and they're good hit there by Layden Rowe leading the charge for the Southside defense. Going to give him about 2 yards, brings up second down, 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Need the Southside defense to step up here. I think they've kind of been playing a little bit on their heels since those flea flicker plays. I want to throw the ball here for Phillips. He'll take the ball deep down the field. He's got an open receiver. Get inside the 20, inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. It's Caden Dotson on the catch.
That's a heck of a throw, Keith.
Well, he had 2 steps on the defender, too. We got 11 minutes to go here. Phillips rolls to his right. He wants to throw the ball again. He'll throw the ball. It's going to be complete. Going to run him out of bounds. That's Layden Rowe over there. Carter Atkins on the catch. Going to give him 3. Actually, 4 on the play. Brings up second down, 2nd and 6. Hurry up the line of scrimmage. There's a handoff to Miller. Fights his way down and looked like the old turf monster got him, and then they lost a helmet.
Miller on the carry.
Mountain Home doing a really good job, too, of getting the line of scrimmage, running those plays quick before we can get set. Yes, changing the pace up. It's a very well-coached team.
Yeah, they don't make too many mistakes.
Be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. There's a handoff to Miller. Fumbles the ball, fights his way down. Let's see. Touchdown.
He bounced that ball like a basketball.
Well, that's not how you want to start the half. That was barely a minute and a half in.
I'm telling you, I'm not sure exactly why they run the football. I mean, that passing game they've got going is pretty impressive.
That run works better, though, when they don't jump off sides here. It works better when they don't, when they change up their cadence.
Yep, it does.
Extra points up and good. Mountain Home now leads 15-8. Be back with the Bomber kickoff after this. You're watching Southside Maverick Football on the Maverick Sports Network.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
Welcome back to action here. Remember, we'll name our Autoplex collision of the ball game tonight. Southside doing a lot of good hard hitting out there. That was a nice drive, though, for the Bombers. A 6-play, 67-yard drive. Hit a big pass play there to get the ball down from Phillips to Dotson to set them up 1st and goal. And Barrett Miller able to punch it in from the 1-yard line. They now lead 15-8. Terrell, you're bringing up a good point, is going to return here. That's France on the return. Gets up to the 20. That's another area where Southside has really struggled tonight, too, has been, you look at we haven't had a lot of kickoffs, but Southside not getting a lot of yardage on the kickoffs, while Mountain Home has had really good field position both.
Yeah, we've been like
all 3 times.
Kicking to a spot on the kickoff, and they're ending up getting it at the 30, 40-yard line.
You're going to have to answer here. That's the key right now. This is kind of go time for Southside. They really kind of settled down the last couple of drives, not able to get points. And you think 2 of the 4 drives Southside had in the first half, obviously a failed field goal attempt and then losing the ball on 4th down on the next possession.
Go back to that double pass.
Southside goes again, a top formation to the right of Forsgren. They'll have Warren in the backfield. There's a handoff to Warren. Going to be hit in the backfield. Does a good job of getting positive yardage. Maybe 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd 9. 1's better than -1.
Yeah, because that's what it was looking like.
Terrell Warren's kind of been one of those guys who I think that you could say, I think he's had a good ball game tonight. Running hard and
he's had a couple of those little swing passes out of the backfield, too.
I like what Southside's doing, too, going with those 6 offensive linemen, 3 receivers. Want to throw the ball here. He's got time. Forsgren's going to roll. Still got time. He's got an open receiver. Throws the ball down to Wilson Key. It's going to be tipped and almost intercepted. Tough throw there. That's Carter Atkins back on defense. Actually, it's Hunter Estes back there. We'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 9.
Tried to slip that one in double coverage that time.
Well, he wasn't able to set himself on the side. And actually, that ball had a chance. It was probably about 3 yards underthrown. And that ball could have been intercepted. But I like the idea. I don't think it was a bad play by Forsgren at all. I think it was, you got to make something happen right there. Again, 3rd down for the Mavs. Here's a pass going to be thrown. It's going to be complete. That's Peyton Zimmerman, 35, 30, Cuts it back to the inside. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Southside.
Okay, Keith. We're going for 2.
I'm not sure you got a choice.
I know. That's what I was saying earlier. It's a blessing or a curse, maybe.
Now they're going for the extra point here.
Yeah, they are.
Ball is down. Your kick is up.
Ugly, but it's good.
Kick is good. We're all tied up here at 15. Be back with the Southside kickoff after this. You're watching Southside Maverick football on the Maverick Sports Network.
Consumer notice. Interest rates are at a 22-year high. To gauge the demand for lower rates, or Chevrolet of Fort Smith is holding a great percent event. 1.9% financing for 60 months on select models is in effect. New 2023 Silverado 1500s, new 2023 Equinox, new 2023 Trailblazers. 1.9% financing. Plus, get over $3 grand in or extra value. Or Chevrolet of Fort Smith.
You always get more.
Welcome to action. Here's a 3-play, 79-yard drive for Southside Terrell, and obviously the big play, a 79-yard touchdown pass from Blake Forsgren to Peyton Zimmerman. What that play was so nice was they're about to catch him at about the 25-yard line. He stops and goes.
Throws him out of the way.
Throws him out of the way and heads on into the end zone. And that's a big play. You couldn't turn the ball over there.
I'll tell you the other big play on that series was the extra point.
Yes, and you told me that they had Dallas De La Souza in on the hold.
Dallas De La Souza in there holding.
Well, your punter does that.
Yeah, he can, certainly.
Because I was thinking Wilson Key if nobody else. Mm-hmm. They probably worked on that at halftime. Here's going to be a deep kick that's going to go in the end zone.
There's a lot of chipping going on out there. I see why Malachi's upset. They're talking to him just about every snap.
Well, the key is he's got to be careful and play disciplined football, too.
That's what I think. I think they're trying to get inside of that helmet of his, and he's just got to have a short memory on that.
Okay, this is interesting. Now the referee was going to spot the ball at the 25-yard. Hey, that's college football, guys.
Yeah.
The 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Of course, in his defense, I'm confused, too. So 9:32 to go here. But what a big start here the second half by both teams. See what Mountain Home wants to do here with Brantley Phillips. Hand the ball off in the backfield. They're going to hit him. There's Malachi Warren back there and make the play for the Southside defense. And I'm trying to see who got up there. It may have been Daniel Morales along with Ethan Dunn. Somebody got in the backfield. I think it was Morales that actually changed the pattern of the run.
Got a hand on him, too.
And will force up a second down. Phillips wants to throw here.
Oh, that was almost a pick.
That's what you kind of been waiting on right there coming up with the hit. I like the play, though, to go ahead and make the tackle on that situation. I think that was Phillips, wasn't it, on that?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Parker, Isaac Parker.
Oh, I thought you meant on their side.
Bring up third down. It's a big opportunity for the Southside defense to get off the field. Got a whistle on the play.
Inadvertent. Thought we were going to jump.
You're looking over there. That's the back judge. 12 men?
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm trying to figure out. There's not too many reasons they usually blow that one.
Wonder if we may have something going on with the play clock maybe. They've reset the play clock now.
They usually give that international sign. I never did see them pump it up.
It'll be third down, 3rd and 10 for the Bombers. Second possession here, the second half. Both teams with quick scores to start the second half. We're tied up here at 15.
Empty backfield, Keith.
Phillips looks to the sideline. He's got plenty of time on the play clock. Looks like Warren, he's going to back off. Phillips has got time. Throw the ball going to be complete to the back out of the backfield. That's Barrett Miller on the catch for the first down. Well, that was the key, though, we talked about to start the season. Southside has got to figure out a way. You got 3rd and 10, you got to get off the field.
At least force them to a 4th down.
Because Southside actually dropped in coverage on that play. They'll get 2 on this play for Barrett Miller.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed about Malachi. He's kind of sneaking up to the line, pre-snap, and then he's jumping back in coverage now.
Got the Henry Bomber on the play. I think that may be, that
number 2.
Yeah, number 2 down. That's Carter Atkins.
Oh, he's cramping.
Yeah, let's go.
Pulling on his toes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a timeout. You're watching Southside Maverick Football on the Maverick Sports Network.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
Yeah, that was Caden Dotson coming off the field. Good to see that young man walk off. Looked like it was probably just a cramp. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line. Phillips wants to throw the ball. Going to be complete. And that was your play right there, Terrell. I think if
Malachi was there, he was. I think he got a paw on it, but he just couldn't quite rein that one in. I mean, give that quarterback some credit, man. He's throwing some strikes, and he ain't throwing softballs. He's throwing that thing hard.
Be 3rd down, 3rd and 2. They're going to run the ball here. That's Turner on the run, and it's going to have the 1st down on a nice second effort. Ball be spot at the 46-yard line. Give Mountain Home credit, though. They've done a good job of mixing the pass up with the run so far, and they've had that effective pass to the flat. Now here comes a little bit of heat. That's Morales on the chase. They're going to throw the ball out of bounds. Good job of coverage. I'm looking over there. I think that's Darren McGrew covering off the side there. Did a good job having his man out of the play, along with Peyton Zimmerman back there on defense.
Well, credit these defensive linemen, too, because, man, they're getting tugged all over the field, and they're still able to break loose and go force him to run and throw it on the run. And
yeah, the Mavs really have kind of got away from the blitz this series. And
that's why I was watching Malachi. He'd been running up there trying to time that snap, and now he's dropping back on the snap.
They're going to play a little press coverage off the ends. It'll be a keeper by Phillips, and there's a good job by Maddox Perez. Going to hit him right at the line of scrimmage, bring up 3rd down. Another 3rd and 10 here for the Bombers. Got 7:15 to go here, 3rd quarter, all tied up at 15. Well, it's a lot similar to last year. A lot less scoring, but a lot similar back and forth between the two teams. And, it's kind of who may make that mistake or what's going to happen may be the difference in this ball game. Again, 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Southside going to come with some heat here. Yeah, they're bringing an all-out blitz here. Going to do it, and looked like it maybe one hopped it, and they're going to give it to him. That's a nice catch over there. That was Gus Wilbur. Will bring up 4th down.
Interesting call.
That they're going to go for it here. This may be where you maybe try to draw them off sides to see what they want to do here. Still got plenty of time on the play clock. We got 2 wideouts. Yeah, it's going to be a pooch kick, and it's a nice kick right there.
Oh.
Yeah, can't do it much better than that.
Well, the beautiful part about that is you got the ball back.
Sadly, the ball went out the 2-yard line, and he marks it at the 1.
Yeah, we've been watching him do that all night.
This guy, I think he left his glasses. This is where you need, as we always talk about, one of those 99-yard drives and 25 plays, use up about 12 minutes, which accomplishes 2 things, and you guys will agree with this. It accomplishes 2 things. It gives Southside the lead. It also gets us out of here before 9:30.
It gets us out of here before 9:30, and the third thing, it keeps your defense off the field. And against these guys, man, that can be a huge difference in this game.
See what Southside, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't try to go up the well here on 1st down. You're a little nervous running that ball right now. There's going to be a handoff to Malachi Warren. He's going to fall forward. He had a little bit of a hole there.
He did. Got a little room to work now.
Going to get 2 yards on the play, brings up second down, 2nd and 8. I love that call, though, the pooch kick. We've seen that,
Several
times so far this year, yes. But that's the most effective we've seen all year. Bring up second down, 2nd and 8 for the Mavs.
I think Wilson could probably pull that off.
I'll get a procedure call on the Mavs.
Well, it's not going to move us back much.
Let's see where he spots it.
About back where we started from.
Well, we gained maybe half a yard, so bring up second down, 2nd and 9. 5:37 to go here. All tied up at 15.
Well, you got that unbalanced line to the right-hand side.
Yeah, I'm going to throw the ball here. I like this. They're going to throw the ball deep down the field. They've got an open receiver. There's a hold.
Him. Yep, there's
15-yard penalty.
That'll get you out of the end zone.
There's nobody can stay with Peyton Zimmerman. Safety was late getting over there, and that's an easy call. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, the only reason he didn't drag him down is because Peyton Zimmerman didn't want to go down. But he had a hold of him, man. Hog-tied him.
The only time that is not a hold or a penalty is if you're the OU Sooners against Auburn.
Well, that's true.
They did that. Or the Memphis Tigers against the Razorbacks.
15-yard penalty, 1st and 10, Mavericks.
Put the ball at the 16-yard. I love the call, though. I don't think you sit there and pound it and give them the ball back. You open up. You've got those one-on-one matchups. The safety was late getting over there. And
what's the deal with the chains, Keith?
They don't agree with the call.
I think you might be right.
Well, they're talking about something. I don't know what they're talking about here.
I mean, they're acting like they're talking about it being uncatchable. Well, it's uncatchable because you're dragging the guy to the ground.
I'm not sure what the conversation is here. That was an easy call.
I would have thought that was the easiest call of the night. Trying to figure out how much filet to put in that home cooking.
Shane still didn't move.
If they wave this off.
Eating the flag's what they're doing, Keith. Had to change the recipe for that home cooking right there. That's ridiculous. They need to review that in Little Rock.
Pass interference against the Bombers. Sideline warning against the Mavericks.
Oh, offsetting. Interesting.
Well, there's one way to keep a team in the game, and that's one of them right there. So that's about all I can say about that. I'm not sure the sideline warning was on, but sideline warning is not a penalty, though.
Not a warning.
I thought the ball's going to be tipped and intercepted.
Well, that's what the officials wanted. So now we get to play some more defense.
I hate to say this, but the things we're seeing here tonight are the things that beat us last year, turnovers and penalties, and that's exactly what this Southside team's doing, the same things that they did. And
I don't know that you can really blame this one on Southside, though.
I don't think a sideline warning is not a penalty.
I wouldn't think
it is not a penalty, so it's not offsetting.
And it still should have been first down, even then. I don't know.
Well, home cooking helps. I could just say that. That's exactly what they're getting here tonight. We're going to run the ball with Turner to the inside, and they'll hit him right at the line of scrimmage. Fortunately, there's no flags on the play. We got 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. That's a big call, guys, because you're right that
that's a big call in the season right there.
But give the defender credit, came up there and was able to tip the ball in the air and played the passing lane very well. They're going to roll here with Phillips, going to take it to the outside. There's a hold off the corner for the touchdown. Little home cooking here in the 6A West.
Sure doesn't taste very good.
So they'll try the extra point here. Ball is down. Your kick is up. And we've got is that a flag again?
Looks like it.
Now they're going to spend 5 minutes talking about this one.
Yeah, I still think Mountain Home, I mean, are they really going to come out here and try to go for 2 now?
I would.
You going to take points off the board, Keith?
Yes, I'd go for 2 here. Ball being the 1.5 yard line, they're a very good running team. And
that's true.
They're going to ask the Mountain Home coach what they want to do here. Yes, this is getting ridiculous, though. A flag on South Side on about every play.
Personal foul against the Mavericks.
Going to take it on the kickoff. We think.
Yeah. Who knows? They might run a flea flicker right here.
Yeah, the guy that threw the flag, I don't know what the personal foul was unless it was maybe jumping on the top because it was the back judge that threw it. Yeah.
Going over the center or something maybe.
Well, now you're in a position maybe to even do an onside kick if you so desire. Well, that was definitely that penalty, or what they called was a penalty. Just want to need Coach Pogue. He could explain that to us.
Well, I'm going to have to go back and watch. I got to see what happened on the sideline. Like an official ran into a coach or something. That's the part I didn't see anything happen on that sideline.
Well, are we up to about 15 penalties now?
Yeah, we're
definitely double digits.
Yeah, we're definitely on par for 25 tonight.
Well, I'll say this for this Southside team. Okay, I don't necessarily agree with that call on the sideline warning, and then you throw the interception. This is where you're going to find out, is this Southside, what you got now. You're going to find out now what you're made of if you're going to be able to step up, because Southside's had penalty after penalty, and they've had the big turnover, which led to the touchdown, and let's see what they do, and they're just going to kick it in the end zone. I think that's a good move.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, that last series, we scored in a hurry. Just go back and do it again. Because ultimately, you keep this game close, and that's going to be more pressure on that home team. So that's what you want to do, is keep them on their heels a little bit.
Well, the thing I'll say, too, about the turnover, it's one of those things where you got to be careful what you do down there in your own end,
right there.
in your own end zone, and you've got that timer in the back of your head. You don't want to take a safety, so I think sometimes you get some happy feet maybe, but it's a good play by. It was a good play by the Mountain Home defender stepping up in the passing lane, knocking the ball away. So 1st and 10 for the Mavs. Going to be hitting the backfield, going to lose a yard. That's Terrell Warren on the carry. Actually, I'll spot him right back at the line of scrimmage, bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 10 for the Mavs. We've got 4:22 to go here in the third quarter. Southside trails 22-15. Southside needs to answer here just on the previous possession where they scored. Southside going to have to come back here with some points. Forrest's going to want to throw. He's got time. Still got time. Going to throw the ball away. I'm watching the south side receivers down here. Nobody's moving.
Going to a spot.
You've got to come back, especially if he starts rolling to the right. If you're on that side of the field, you've got to work your way over to him. If you're in front of him, you either work your way back. I'm not sure you want to work away from him because that's a tough throw thrown across your body, but there's a lot of standing around.
Yeah, I say you just work you work yourself to the open spot in the field, but you try to make it an easier throw for Forger.
Bring up third down, 3rd and 10 for the Mavs. Forger's got time. Looks over the field. Nobody open. He's going to rush and still got time. Knows the ball's going to be complete.
Ugh.
Wilson Key on the catch for the Mavs. They call it incomplete.
He said he's out.
Forger's pass is incomplete. Goes all the way for down.
Look at De La Souce checking in to kick for the Mavs. Well, you're at the point now, 3-4-1 to go here. You're going to have a stop if you're going to stay in this ball game. Down 22-15.
Nice.
De La Souce has done a good job in his limited attempts. That's going to take a nice bounce for the Mavs. Look at that. Nice. Inside the 35-yard line down to the 34-yard line.
That's what you want to do right there.
Down at the 33-yard line. First and 10.
It's a 47-yard punt for the Mavs. Again, we've got 3:30 to go here. Southside Trails 22-15. Again, it's kind of a continuation of what we saw in the second half last week against Little Rock Southwest. Penalties and then a turnover. That's what we saw last year against these guys. It was the turnovers that really did us in. Need your defense to step up here and get a big stop. Looks like Warren wants to come with the blitz.
That right guard's moving every time.
Well, they haven't called one yet. So Southside going to put some heat on here. They're going to drive him out of bounds. You got to love this. I think that was Darren McGrew actually was just hanging on and gets him out of bounds. Everybody's screaming for a roughing call.
They want 2 more flags on that one.
You know, my opinion on that is, guys, call something that actually happens and maybe they'll listen to you. So, anyway, 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Good job by McGrew getting over there and good pursuit by the Southside defense. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Phillips rolls out. He wants to throw the ball. He's got time to throw the ball. We'll throw the ball. It's going to be complete. Going to get a first down at the 45-yard line. Mavs got to put some pressure on.
They're trying. They keep going around him.
The 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Got 3:02 to go here.
Tried to quick snap it. I think they got them finally up.
That'll be the first. I think that's the first one they've called tonight. Yeah, I'm watching that right guard, and he's
moving.
He's moving. Yeah, he's raising up before the ball's ever snapped.
His shoulders are twitching on him.
It'll be 1st and 15 at the 40-yard line. Maybe that's a break for the Mavs. Maybe they can get here and get a stop.
Running a trip set to the field right here, Keith. That little counter again.
And the counter plane, that's going to be open for Turner, and he's going to get a nice gain. Going to get about 10 yards on the play. They'll spot it right at midfield, bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 5. Actually stepped out, got another flag on the play.
Yeah, I think they blew it dead. There we go.
Holding against the Bombers.
I'm laughing when I hear it. All I can think of, well, you hadn't called that all night. He's been doing it, but you hadn't been calling it. So, again, 2:43 to go. It'd be 1st and 25. That's where your defense has got to get off the field. 1st and 25.
Nobody behind you.
You know, finally getting a break on defense. They've got a trip set to Brantley Phillips' right side. That's the wide side of the field. Southside trying to put some heat on. He's able to get away. Now he's going to run. He's got an open field and going to get a first down. That's a nice run. He's going to be chased out of bounds by Webb Norman.
About the hardest play to defend right there, Keith.
That's another Mountain Home baller. First down. Presented by Teamwork Roofing.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's the handoff to Turner. Going to try to bounce it outside, and he is going to get to the outside, and we'll get another first down. Some good sportsmanship out there. You've got a Mountain Home player trying to stretch out the defender's leg for Southside. You like to see that.
Yeah, that's right, for sure.
That's another Mountain Home baller. First down. Presented by Teamwork Roofing.
Well, put a mark on that one. That was 1st and 25.
And a quarterback keep.
Let's go ahead and take a timeout with that timeout. You're listening to Southside Maverick Football on the Maverick Sports Network.
The story of our family business starts back in 1878 when our ancestors settled in Old Town Van Buren and set up shop. We have been providing quality work, craftsmanship with the finest materials available using time-honored and traditional methods. Providing quality service to the River Valley for 6 generations.
Welcome back. That was Isaac Parker. Looked like he had a cramp on the play. It'll be 1st and 10. And again, you had 1st and 25. That's about the third time tonight we've had them in 3rd and long, 1st and long, and they've gotten the first down. And it's a lot of the same things that we talk about with Southside defense that has been a struggle for a long time, is getting off the field. And
3rd and very long.
That's been right there. It was a good job, though, by Brantley Phillips getting to the outside and making a nice run. You saw those 6'4" legs going and churning right there to get the first down. And they'll have 1st and 10 here at the 26-yard line. Got 2:19 to go here, third quarter. Southside trails 22-15.
Well, I think you got to hate for these Mavericks, especially that front 3 and 4, is they're getting in the backfield. They're getting in his face every time, but
he's fast.
Yeah, he's very elusive.
He's a good quarterback. Excellent quarterback. They've got a good quarterback, good running back, some good receivers. Well coached. That's what's impressed me more than anything. And here comes a blitz by Ethan Dunn. Throw the ball out. It's going to be complete. And you can't allow that. You got the pressure on. He's running. You got to have that covered.
I thought it skipped myself.
That's Bryce Kincaid on the catch. Be 1st and goal. Here's a handoff to Turner, going to push it to the outside. Usually Turner running with a little bit more pep right now.
Little turbo.
That's where Southside needs to get a hold here, maybe force a field goal attempt. But again, we've got 1:40 to go here. Southside trails 22-15. Be 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. A lot more. We've had more. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7. This is the 8th possession here. Pass incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down. That's what we had in the first half. I'm trying to think what that is flying right there. It's like a string or something going along. Not sure what that is. Again, it's a big play for the Southside defense. You've got 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Get a stop here, hold them to a field goal. You're still 2 scores down, but you're 2 touchdowns from going ahead.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're giving that defense a little bit of confidence that you can stop these guys.
I'm impressed with this Mountain Home team. They're well coached. They're good offense. As Phillips rolls, he's got time to throw the ball. Now here comes the heat. They're going to get him in the backfield. That's Malachi Warren. Let's see who else gets off the pile there.
It was done coming.
I think that was Maddox Perez.
Yeah, Perez coming up.
The thing I'll say about this Southside defense, and I think you will concur with this, Terrell, is they are double tough inside the red zone.
Yes, I do concur.
Let's check Isaac Ballard in. This will be a 32-yard field goal.
Block it and take it to the house right here, Keith.
There's the kick. Looks like it's got a chance. Kick is up, and it's good. Mountain Home now leads 25-15. Back at the Bomber kickoff after this. You're watching Southside Maverick Football on the Maverick Sports Network.
Family, it's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Welcome back to action. Terrell, that was big for Southside to hold them to a field goal. They had 1st and goal at the 7-yard line, and defense stepped up on the first play, stopped Barrett Miller for a 1-yard gain, and then they go back to the passing attack, actually an incompletion, then a sack in the backfield. You had the double blitz coming off there with Maddox Perez along with Malachi Warren, and you only gave up the 3 points, so you're still in the ball game, only down by 10. We've got 39 seconds to go here, third quarter. Southside need to get some points here.
Yeah, it's a 2-score game, like you said, but it's a different kind of 2-score game than 2 touchdowns. I mean, you score 2 touchdowns right here, you take this W to the house pretty much.
You know, the one thing, too, that we talked about this during the Central game is Southside's got to get some turnovers at some point. This will be returned by France. He's going to return it up to the 20-yard line. Makes a nice move. We'll get across the 20 up to the 23-yard line. I know where they watched some film on that. They're keeping the ball away from number 16.
Yes, sir. I don't blame them.
We've got an injured bomber.
Well, I think there's 2 bombers down there hurt.
And now they're moving the ball back. Thought he was at the 20. And we're going to have a timeout here. And with that timeout, we'll take one to you. Watching Southside Maverick football on the Maverick Sports Network.
Family, it's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Summer's winding down, but the savings are just getting started. Dive into the end-of-season sale at Burton Pools and Spas. For a limited time, save up to $14,000 on fiberglass pools. And the first 10 customers who purchase an AquaCrete pool with a premium vinyl finish will receive a free hot tub. Don't miss these incredible deals. Visit our stores in Fort Smith, Springdale, or Greenland, or go to BurtonPools.com for more details. At Burton, we do more than build swimming pools. We build long-term relationships.
That's good to see they're helping the young man off the field. Got injured out there. Looks like it's some type of a leg injury. It'll be 1st and 10 for Southside. The ball will be at the Southside 24-yard line. And Terrell, I'm going to say right now you've got 33 seconds to go here. I think you're at a point right now. This is a must-score drive.
You got to score, and you got to score in a hurry, I think, because you can't, just expect that Mountain Home's not going to score one more time in this one.
Southside, really that one big play's been their whole offense here in the second half. Going to throw the ball out. That's going to be Peyton Zimmerman. Cuts it back to the inside. We'll get a nice gain of about 5 yards on first down. Bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 8. Now we've got a flag on the play. I think that's a flag.
It looks like.
Did they have to go get permission from the back judge to make a call?
I think so. They talk to him every time, don't they?
I think so. See what the call is going to be here.
They eat it? Oh.
Sideline warning. Do not mark that off on them. They did on us.
I know.
Bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 5 for the Mavs. Actually, where they spotted the ball, it'll be 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line. What we're seeing, too, Terrell, is the thing we were concerned about was we saw it, I believe it was in the Northside game. They're dropping 8 back, and they're making it really double tough to make anything happen in the secondary, and you can't really get any consistency, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters, Southside trails 25-15. Back at the start of the 4th quarter after this, you're watching Southside Maverick football on the Maverick Sports Network.
At AutoFlex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
Welcome back to action here. Southside will have the ball. It'll be second down, 2nd and 7 for the Mavs at their own 28-yard line. They didn't spot that right. Should be second down, 2nd and 6. It was on the 24-yard line. They spotted that wrong.
I mean, this ain't even math. This is just counting.
It's off 2 yards. It should be second down, 2nd and 4. Now 2nd and 7. They'll throw the ball. It's going to be complete on the sidelines. That's Wilson Key on the catch for the Mavs, but that should be a first down because they actually cost Southside 2 yards. That thing was set on the 24-yard line. They moved it up to the 26-yard line when they set the chains. That's be third down, 3rd and 2 for the Mavs. And we got 11:40 to go here in the ball game. Southside trails 25-15.
They hit Key deep right here. They swapped his side of the field.
Yeah, Key was kind of your go-to guy there early in the ball game.
There's
a handoff up the middle, and he should have the first down. Gets across, they'll spot him at the 42-yard line. It'll be a Southside first down. The key if you're the Mavs right now, Terrell, is the fact is you don't have to hurry and score. You've got the whole fourth quarter, and that was very key of the Southside defense to force a field goal there. So, but you got to get points.
You got to get points.
Because then you do go into desperation mode after that.
And you got to keep them out of the end zone.
It'll be a pass over the middle. It'll be tipped. And that's a nice catch by Peyton Zimmerman.
Great concentration.
I think we've got an injured Bomber, but I think he got hit by his own guy trying to get in on the plane. We've got a Maverick down, too, now. I think that's Zimmerman down.
A little friendly fire.
That was a nice catch.
It was. I think he might have hurt himself right when he caught that ball and still tried to fight. Oh, yeah, cramping up.
Cramping him up a little bit. He'll have to come out for a play. And with that, let's go ahead and take a timeout. You're watching Southside Maverick football on the Maverick Sports Network.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
Welcome back to action. Here we've got 10:46 to go here. Southside trails 25-15 to be 2nd and 1. Good thing was both guys went off under their own power, so hopefully we'll see number 16 back on the field here after this play. Very impressed with the catch, though. That ball was tipped. He's able to reach behind and make the play. Some Mavs want to throw here. A pump fake, going to take the ball deep down the field. Going to be incomplete. It's going to be a hold and a penalty on. They had Wilson Key. Check for a sideline warning. this will either be a hold or interference. The ball was in the air. When I looked up, he was being held. I don't know if it happened before the pass or after, but
it looked to me like they tossed it as that ball was getting there. So it should be a full-blown pass interference.
Be a 10, yeah. We'll know here when they mark it off.
Penalty against the Bombers. Result will play first and 10, Mavericks.
Holding penalty.
These Bomber fans are vocal, Keith.
Well, they don't get a lot of calls against them in a game.
Not at home, anyway.
Well, at least I haven't seen it tonight, anyway. But they've got William Bobst in the ball game at receiver now for the Mavs.
Ball start against the Mavericks. Under penalty, still first down.
Nick Arnold's down there. He's pretty upset. I think one of those Bombers is down there actually yelling out the snap cadence, which you're not allowed to do. Arnold was telling the official.
First and 15 for the Mavs. We've got 10:30 to go here in the ball game. They trail by 10, 25-15. Look like they jumped off sides. Was able to get back off his right end position. Going to be a handoff to Warren. There's a nice move, makes the cut. He'll get inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line.
It's kind of runs you need right there, Keith.
I was trying to look who that was for Southside. I believe that was Joey Dabina. Made a nice block coming in, and should be a penalty.
They heard you, Keith.
It's either offsides or it's 12 men on the field. Not sure what the call is on that.
Sideline warning.
Let's see what the call is. It's going to be 12. Yep, 12 men on the field. I've got a question that one, though, with illegal substitution. I mean, I think you could almost call in Arkansas rules that he's offsides, dead ball.
Good.
But it's 5 yards anyway, either way you look at it. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Nice drive here by the Mavs. They started this drive on their 24-yard line. Good run on the previous possession there, played by Terrell Warren. They're going to run a pass. That's going to be Peyton Zimmerman throws the ball down. He's being held. No flag on the play. Good coverage, though, nonetheless. They weren't fooled on the play. Brings up second down, 2nd and 10.
Well, I was asking you a minute ago if we're going to bring the double pass back. Wilson Key can do it. I mean, he's a quarterback by trade. But, back when Peyton was quite a bit younger, I used to have to play against that guy, and he's a pretty good little ball hurler, too. You can see it on that one.
Well, that was a good coverage, though. They weren't fooled on the play. There was a little bit of hand grabbing, but there was nothing there to be a penalty or anything. It's a good job by Mountain Home. Inside, 25. He's at the 20. 15 inside the 10, down to the goal line. Hits the pylon. That guy's not going to give it to him. No, touchdown.
There we go. There we go.
Gee whiz.
Good call. Good call.
What a run, though.
That was great. What was that officially, 32?
32 yards, yes. It's 2 touchdowns tonight for Peyton Zimmerman. He's well over 100 yards tonight. Seriously, I think he's maybe, if not, he's got to be one of the top 3 receivers in the state. Here's the extra point. It's up. Extra point, no good.
Man. Yeah, we're probably playing for a touchdown anyway.
Southside now trails 25-21. We'll be back with the Maverick kickoff after this. You're watching Southside Maverick football on the Maverick Sports Network.
With rising costs everywhere, from groceries to gas, we know repairs can feel out of reach. Insurance deductibles and repair costs can make you hesitant to start. But at Autoplex, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between your budget and getting your car repaired. Our Repair Now, Pay Later option helps ease the financial burden so you can get the quality repairs you need without the wait. Let us help you get back on the road. Visit fixrex.com to learn more.
Nice drive by the Mavs, 9 plays, 76 yards to get the touchdown. PAT failed, but Southside cuts in that lead, 25-21. But Terrell, it was a nice drive for the Mavs and a 32-yard touchdown pass for Blake Forrester to Peyton Zimmerman, who really did the bulk of the work. It looked like they were going to get him down to about the 25. He's able to somehow keep his balance, work his way down, and he just kind of turned on that extra jet there to get in the end zone. And I didn't know if they were going to make the call. He hit the pylon with the football.
Well, and we've seen that a couple times today where, Peyton went down with a shoestring tackle, but he did not go down that time.
Nice kickoff by Rodrigo Hernandez, goes in the end zone. So your defense needs to step up here. First and 10 at the 20-yard line for Mountain Home. Still got plenty of time in the ball game. 9:39 to go, and yeah, that extra point was big. It kept you from getting a field goal, maybe tied up. But I think Southside's probably in a situation that you probably want to try to get a touchdown no matter what you do. So
I think we're only going to try a field goal if it's inside the 5-yard line anyway tonight.
Yeah, we've seen both kickers have had problems tonight. Be first and 10, they'll go trip set to Brantley Phillips, left, short side of the field. Phillips going to run it here, and he wanted to do the option. He's going to turn it back around and going to run out of bounds. Good job by Southside on pursuit.
Put him in the bomber tent.
Yeah, they did a good job. He was going to work that pitch, and they took the pitch man away. Phillips did a really good job. Actually got 4 yards on the play. Actually spot him at 3 yards at the 23-yard line. He's second down, 2nd and 7. But Phillips does a good job. He's 6'4". He can run, and he's deceptively fast, kind of like Matt Jones.
3rd and 25 and picked it up.
So he wants to throw the ball here. He'll throw the ball out. It's going to be complete. He's going to be short of the first down. That's Darian McGrew over there for Southside, along with Maddox Perez. And I think that's Isaac Parker getting up a little bit gimp.
I'm telling you, he's been favoring his leg all day.
Southside going to check into the ball game. That's Damon Bridges going to check in, the junior D-back. 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Big opportunity for Southside to get off the field. Going to hand the ball off to Miller. He gets an open field. Will get a first down across the 35-yard line. That's Maddox Perez there to make the play for Southside. Nonetheless, a first down for the Bombers.
I don't know about you, Keith, but, man, I get scared every time that guy gets the handoff.
Well, that was a good job by the left side of the offensive line. Nice hold there. And Phillips wants to throw. There's a lot of holding going on there. They're going to get away, going to throw the ball. They've got a receiver, and he's going to get another first down. That's Carter Atkins on the catch. Down to 8:57 to go here in the ball game. Be 1st and 10 right at midfield for the Bombers. They started this drive under the 20-yard line. This will be the 5th play of the drive. Southside had a chance to get off the field. They'll give the ball off to Turner, the running back. He's going to be hit, and Southside might have got away with one. Looked like he might have got a face mask.
Sideline warning.
Those are the toughest ones because that's in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the Southside guy's defense, he didn't move his helmet. So
no, he didn't. Yeah. He didn't tug on it.
Be 2nd down, 2nd and 5. Again, have Turner in the backfield with Phillips. Southside looking like they want to bring a little heat here. Down to 15 seconds on the play clock. Still plenty of time. Trip set to the wide side of the field. Going to hand the ball off to Turner. There's Southside getting in the backfield. Malachi Warren back there for the Mavs, along with Daniel Morales and Ethan Dunn. Daniel Morales, a really solid ball game tonight, Terrell.
He's playing very well tonight. He's in that backfield a lot. Looks like Sherrod's back out there again. Been certainly a group effort.
They got a chance to get off the field. It looks like Southside's working now with kind of a zone defense. They're going to come a little heat here as Warren will set up. He's going to get to the outside and makes a nice move to the inside to get the first down. It's going to be brought down by Webb Norman. Another key in this ball game tonight's been the ability of Southside or the inability of this Southside defense not to get off the field on third down. First and 10, Phillips rolls, will hand the ball off to Turner.
Counter again.
And they did a good job playing that.
Didn't fool us that time. Like Rowe in there on the big hit.
I think there's Ethan Dunn in there. Ethan Dunn's one of those guys kind of like John Parkinson. You wish you had him for about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Bring up second down. But give credit to Brantley Phillips, the quarterback, doing a good job of being mobile and making plays with his feet
Just
as
hadn't
well
made
as
any
arm.
mistakes.
He's going to throw the ball to the end zone. He's got an open receiver. Touchdown. That's Bryce Kincaid on the touchdown. They come in for the extra point here. They now lead 31-21. Still plenty of time. You've got 6:50, but now you are in 2-minute mode if you're Southside. Again, the defense really, the last 2 touchdown drives, the inability to get off the field. Extra point is up. The extra point is good. It's now 32-21. Be back with the Bomber kickoff after this. You're watching Southside Maverick football on the Maverick Sports Network.
Consumer notice. Interest rates are at a 22-year high. To gauge the demand for lower rates, or Chevrolet of Fort Smith is holding a great percent event. 1.9% financing for 60 months on select models is in effect. New 2023 Silverado 1500, new 2023 Equinox, new 2023 Trailblazers. 1.9% financing. Plus, get over $3,000 in or extra value. Or Chevrolet of Fort Smith.
You always get more.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
Well, welcome back to action. That was a nice drive by the Bombers. They go 9 plays, 80 yards, a 34-yard touchdown pass from Brantley Miller to Bryce Kincaid for the touchdown. They now lead 32-21. Terrell, it's been one of those games again. You had the big turnover that led to points, led it to a touchdown 4. There's a kind of a squiv kick, going to be returnable. It's a nice return by Peyton Zimmerman. Zimmerman, big ball game tonight. He's been one of the bright spots for this Southside team. But the compilation of the whole thing was you had the ball on your own 1-yard line. And give credit to Mountain Home doing the pooch kick.
Yeah,
getting the ball down the 1-yard line, but you get the penalty on the side. You get the sideline warning, which negated the penalty. So there's a penalty on you, forces the next play. You throw the interception. That's kind of been Southside tonight. The double-digit penalties. The one turnover in the ball game is kind of your difference in the ball game right now, and then the inability of the defense to get off the field on third down. Southside will have the ball here. They'll get the ball out. That's Wilson Key on the catch.
He does not like going down.
Well, they were getting a little extra
Yeah.
curricular activity over there, too. Southside needs to hurry it up, too. Don't let that clock run down. You're down to 6:27. You can still pretty much at 6:27, you got all your timeouts. You can still pretty much do what you want to do right now. Second down, 2nd and 3 for the Mavs. They'll get the ball out. That's Sebastian Lude on the catch. That's his 2nd catch of the ball game. Will get a Southside first down. Maybe that's your guy's going to step up and play some. You made that first catch early, but you go back to that first half, those first 2 drives for Southside, and they had some chances to really make some things happen. And you get a 15-play drive, and it's always a downer when you don't get the points out of it. And your defense played really good the first half, but credit Mountain Home for doing some trickery out there to make some big plays to, counteract what you did. Forsgren will step up in the pocket, looks to throw, and that's a nice pass complete. Going to be a first down for the. Well, actually, let's see where they spot him. They'll spot him That's Zimmerman on the catch. He'll be at the 34-yard line, be a yard short of the first down.
I think you got to give credit to Castling for that one, because if it hadn't have been for his blocking, I mean, for a good solid 10 count, I mean, Forsgren's on the ground on that one.
Blake's doing a good job, though, really. He stepped up in the pocket, then rolled away from the pressure, and it gave him time. A good job by Peyton Zimmerman coming back for the football. It's a nice setup play, and I think they were trying to get that to Warren, and nobody turned around. Brings up third down for the Mavs. That'll stop the clock with 5:28 to go here in the ballgame. Southside trails 32-21.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 like this, that's probably actually helping Southside stopping the clock. Because it looked like even if Warren had caught that, they're going to tackle him in bounds.
Well, he would have got the first down, but you would think 3rd and 1, this offensive line should be able to move that pile enough to get that first down.
Well, I feel like you got 2 plays to get 1 yard right here.
One place Southside's kind of gone away from has been Forsgren keeping the ball here in the I don't think he's carried it once here in the second half. Going to throw the ball out. And oh, what a catch. Peyton Zimmerman, if you need some plays for like highlight reels, he's made about 3 of those tonight.
He's not going to give up on that ball. As long as that thing's in the air, that's his ball.
And I go back to my point, I seriously think he is definitely a top 3 receiver in the state of Arkansas. And it's not even close. I also think he's the number 1 kick returner in the state. So what he does yards after the catch is what's key with him. We've seen it on his 2 touchdowns. Forsgren wants to throw the ball. Here comes the heat. They're going to get a holding call on Southside.
Should be offsetting because that was a face mask.
They've got.
Yeah, they sure aren't going to call that face mask.
They'll make it 1st and 20 for the Mavs. Again, 4:48 to go here in the ballgame. Southside trails 32-21. It's been a good drive. This drive started at the Southside 44-yard line.
That number 12 from Mountain Home is about to get on Kobe's bad side.
First and 20 for the Mavs. See what they want to do here. Going to throw the ball. It's going to be. Should have been intercepted. Looked like the Southside receiver fell down on the play. Bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 20. Obviously 4 down territory if you're the Mavs. Key is right now, Terrell, you got to make up some of that 10 yards that you lost. Yeah, you got to make up some of that.
What you can't have is 3rd and 20.
Southside will go with 2 receivers either side of the field. Now they bring a man in motion. Going to set a screen up. That's Terrell Warren on the screen. He's inside the 30, inside the 25, fights his way down to about the 22-yard line. Love the call.
I don't know why you don't throw that every play, man.
Yeah, and we've got another injured Bomber on the play. And I think they taught these Bomber kids to stretch a kid out when he gets a cramp and he's up. It's good to see the young man up. He's got to come out of the ball game. He's not coming out of the ball game. The referee's pointing for him to come out of the ball game, but
they stopped the play clock, so they got to pull him out.
I think the coach is not happy because his replacement was over there on the sidelines, not ready to come in the ball game. He third down, 3rd and 2 for the Mavs. Another unsung hero for this Southside team tonight has been Terrell Warren.
He's had some hard runs.
Yes, he has. Going to do a halfback pass. That's Wilson Keys wanting to throw the ball. It's going to be complete.
Pretty.
There should be a piling on. That's Peyton Zimmerman again on the catch. The funny thing is Mountain Home is getting that late hit, but they're hitting themselves.
Yes.
What was very impressive about that play was they had the play covered, but Wilson Key had the presence of mind and also the ability not to panic and to keep running the play until somebody did get open, which is a good job by Peyton Zimmerman coming back 1st and 10 for the Mavs at the 18-yard line.
Well, and Dabina's got a case for collision of the night on that late block on that one, too. Shot.
Pass to the inside. That's Sebastian Lute, his 3rd catch of the night. Be a 9-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 1 from the 9-yard line.
He's looked good out there.
Got 3:20 to go here in the ball game. Well, that extra point's looking big right now.
Looming large.
Forsgren wants to throw. He's got time. Throws to the end zone. Incomplete.
A little tall.
Yeah, a little bit tall out there for Peyton Zimmerman. Brings up 2nd. I like the call, though. You got 3rd down, 3rd and 1. Pretty safe call right there. Forsgren doing a good job. It really wasn't open on the play. Just get rid of that ball and pretty much run what you want to run here. And obviously, Southside, I would think more than likely in 4-down territory. I'm not sure you kick a field goal here because of the time on the clock, only 3:03 to go here. We're going to get a little crazy train as we get going here. There's a keeper by Forsgren. He's going to have the Southside 1st down and does a good job of making initial contact, getting that extra yard.
Balling forward.
Be 1st and goal for the Mavs. They'll spot the ball at the 7-yard line. Southside needs to
kind of got to go.
Giddy up here with 2:55 to go here in the ball game. They trail 32-21 as they'll start the clock up. You don't want to use those timeouts right now if you don't have to. You got all 3 timeouts.
Have to start sending in 2 play calls.
Forsgren going to throw here. He's got time. Has all day to throw. He's going to roll around and going to be sacked in the backfield. But that's a coverage sack. That's a coverage sack right there. You got to throw that ball over the goalpost.
Got to get it out.
Southside going to take a timeout. With that timeout, we'll take one too. You're watching Southside Maverick football on the Maverick Sports Network.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
Welcome back. We've got 2:27 to go into the ball game. Southside trails 32-21, and we were just talking during the break that had to take that timeout. That's a ball where you got to try to throw that ball away if you can. Get rid of that ball and see what you can do. And what hurt Southside on that, Terrell, was the fact they had to use that timeout.
Well, what we were saying is, you're going to now have to get the onside kick. Like, you have no way around getting the onside.
The plus the fact is you're back another 5 yards. And you talk here what you want to do with 2:27 to go here. I think you're in 4-down territory, and 2 reasons I say that. We missed the first field goal because of the snap. Then we missed another extra point. So I think that you're pretty much in 4-down territory no matter. Swartz going to have time to throw. He'll roll, and now he'll tuck and run. We'll get it down to about the 10-yard line. Using up a lot of time on that play. We're down to 2:15 to go here. Southside hustles up to the line of scrimmage. Taking too much time. Exactly 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 10. Throw the ball in the middle. It's going to be complete. He's going to be hit and dropped at about the 4-yard line. That's Wilson Key. Down to 1:46 on the clock. Not sure you don't use a timeout here. I think you're pretty much relegated now to.
Gotta get it right.
Yeah. Be fourth down as Forsgren wants to throw. He's got time. Will throw the ball to the corner of the end zone. Going to be intercepted. That's kind of a fitting end of the ball game. Getting 1:27 to go here. Southside Trails 32-21, and you had to put the ball up somewhere and try to make a play. But I go back to the play where we took the sack. You can't do that in that situation, and kind of threw us behind the 8 ball right there. And now they'll be able to. We could stop the clock if we so desire with 2 timeouts, but going to be well under a minute. And it's been one of those games for Southside. You had a chance early. You were able to move the ball. You didn't take advantage of the opportunities early in the ball game. Turnovers 2-0, 15 penalties or whatever we had in penalties.
20, yeah.
Yeah, not the inability of the defense to get off the field. Nurse Turner, he's going to take it to the house. Well, he got his yards.
He did.
30-yard run there for Turner. Good team you're playing, though. Well-coached team. I think they made the changes when Southside was able to jump out early. I think the changes the Mountain Home coaching staff made.
And I don't know that they made any mistakes. They probably made a couple. I mean, they did get a few penalties called on them, but really they played a pretty dadgum flawless ball game.
Well, Southside had their chances, had the ball down there several times. Again, 1:15 to go here. Southside going to fall to 0-1 in the conference, and very disappointing for the Mavs. Again, the fact that they were able to move the ball early in the ball game and had a chance to maybe get a little bit of ground and take a lead in at halftime and weren't able to do that. And then here in the second half, it's been turnovers, penalties, same thing that we saw last year.
Well, I was going to say, I think last year didn't we go 3-0 and then lost the 4th one?
Yes, but that's been the MO for the Southside team's going to have to figure this out. It's been the mistakes, the penalties, the turnovers, and the same things. But if you look on the positive side, I thought Terrell Warren had a solid ball game tonight from his running back spot. Peyton Zimmerman, you can't ask that young man to do much more than what he did.
Or Key. I mean, he even on the double pass and all that.
Exactly.
I mean, he played a really good game.
And you got a third receiver, Sebastian Lute, stepped up, 3 catches tonight. So there were some positives in the ball game for Southside. Defensive side of the ball, I think Daniel Morales had a really solid ball game. Here's the kick, going to be returnable. That's France on the return. We'll get it up to the 35-yard line.
What you do right here, Keith? Run the flea flicker?
I don't know what you do. If it's me, I'm just pitching it out to Peyton Zimmerman and let him do his thing. Yeah, that seems to be the if you really look at for Southside, they've got 21 points, but 2 of those touchdowns obviously were big plays by Peyton Zimmerman. And that it kind of reminds me a lot of the Shiloh first half last year. We hit some big plays, but overall we really didn't. We had moved the ball pretty good at times, but then other times it was stall out and couldn't finish anything when we needed to. Quick pass out, going to be complete. That's Wilson Key on the catch.
Get out of bounds.
You're right, he doesn't like to go down.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't go down easy at all.
He'll stop the clock here with 1:02 to go in the ball game. Forsgren wants to throw again. He'll be the pass, going to be complete to Peyton Zimmerman. Going to gain about 6 on the play. That's not an easy pass. He's throwing that all the way across the field. That actually is one of those ones that I don't know that the reward is worth the risk.
It's tough.
Zimmerman's made about 3 catches, though, where the ball's been tipped. There's a nice pass to the inside. That's Lute again for his 4th catch. He's definitely a bright spot on this Southside team tonight.
I think about every one of his has been a 15, 20-yard catch, too.
You know, maybe that's for Southside. We talked about that in the pregame, maybe finding that third receiver. Maybe that's your third receiver right there.
Well, to force some of these defenses, they're going to have to either pick who they're going to double team, or they're going to have to pull their double team off of Peyton and Key and, you know, try to play a little bit more even across the field.
Yeah, down to 13 seconds to go here in the ball game. Southside going to go to 0-1 here to start the conference play. Played really good in the, you know, it was 8-8 at halftime. And
oh, you felt like you had this thing in the bag at halftime, 8-8.
To me, it's really similar to the Shiloh game. I mean, they've scored 31 points here in the second half. There's a pass out going to be complete, and let's see if he gets out of bounds. And he will get out of bounds with 7 seconds on the clock. That's Sebastian Lute, 5 catches tonight. Again, we'll be at home next week for the first time in over a month. We'll be back at Jim Rowland Stadium as we take on the Shiloh Christian Saints. It's not the team you really want to play coming off a loss, I can tell you that.
No.
They're having a battle with Greenwood tonight.
I think they ended up losing that battle too, so you know they're going to be coming looking for blood.
Southside going to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. And, you know, it's going to be a disappointing night for the Mavs. There's a lot of things that they look at that they could have done different tonight. That you can't play a team like Mountain Home. And you made this point earlier, Terrell, was the fact that Mountain Home really has played a clean game tonight. They have played a very good, clean game. Not a lot of penalties. Had a couple of penalties, but even when they got the penalties, we didn't take advantage of the penalties. They had 1st and 25, and Phillips makes that 25-yard run for the first down. We had them 3rd and long several times, and, you know, you just got to have to get off the field and figure out ways to, you know, make things happen. And unfortunately for Southside, you can't give a team like Mountain Home. Mountain Home comes in as probably one of the top 5 teams in the overall 6A, not just in the West, but overall. And the penalties Southside had and then the turnovers, you got to win those battles. And it's going to be that way whether you play a Shiloh, whether you play a Greenwood. Just about anybody you play in this conference, you better win those battles if you expect to win the game. Again, this may be the last play of the game. We got 7 seconds to go here. Southside trails 39-21. They'll throw the ball to the end zone and almost intercepted again.
I think it was Peyton down there had to play a little defensive back.
2nd down.
This will be the last play of the ball game. They've got 1 second on the clock. We'll have a fun drive back tonight after all that beautiful scenery we got to see on the way down. It'll all be dark.
That's it.
They tell me Alpena is a really exciting place after midnight. I don't know if that's true or not.
It's beautiful. They got those nice billboards you like up there.
Yeah. We'll see if there's any action going on in Alpena. I doubt there will be. I know they got a speed trap there.
Yeah.
The guys got to sign up for that.
Got him a homemade billboard.
Yeah, you got to make your money somehow.
That's right.
Again, Southside going to fall tonight. It's 39-21. We've got 1 second. This will be the last play of the ball game.
Well, they setting up here, Keith? Flea flicker?
I don't think that's what you exactly want to run here right now. But I mean, you never know.
I think those Southside coaches are probably seen the flea flicker as much as they want to see it for the next 2 or 3 seasons.
I'll tell you what I'm impressed with the flea flicker was the fact that they ran it a second time after it worked the first time. And what that did, that basically took Southside, put them on their heels. They were a little afraid to come out and, you know.
Really for the rest of the
game.
game.
Miller was able to kind of open up his running game just a little bit, and, you know, that was kind of the difference. And then we had mentioned this in the second half. We could see Miller got a little quicker as the game went on. Obviously, that last play, this will be the last play of the ball game, and Forsgren's got time to throw the ball. Let's see, he'll throw it to the end zone, and a fitting into the ball game, it will be intercepted. Southside going to fall here at 39-21. We'll wrap this up quick. I know everybody wants to get out of here. We've got a long ride home. Southside falls 39-21. Terrell, I'd say you mentioned Joey Dabina for your auto collision of the game. Made a nice hit out there.
I tell you what, he did, and, you know, Castlin, it's kind of a tough call, but I think we'd have to go with Dabina on that one. I mean, he put his guy on the ground, sprung a big play, and it didn't turn out to be the game winner or anything, but it was certainly what I would consider to be my collision of the night.
Well, final thoughts on tonight's ball game. We'll wrap it up quick. Get out here at Southside Falls 39-21.
Well, I think the thing that really put us behind the 8 ball early was the penalties. I mean, it was, I think you even said it about every other play we were getting some laundry on the field. So once you get behind the 8 ball against a team as good as Mountain Home, it's going to be tough to get yourself back in it. And I think that's kind of what we saw here. I mean, we played, that first couple quarters, going to halftime 8-8. I mean, you're thinking you're in pretty good shape. We had forced them to a couple 3-and-outs early, and you just really kind of felt like the defense was gonna pick it up in the second half, come up with some turnovers, and just that part never really materialized.
Well, you mentioned that too. You mentioned the penalties, and that was a big penalty when we were at our own 1-yard line. And I go back, that was a great call by Mountain Home doing the pooch kick, and that's one of the best ones we've seen all year down the 1-yard line. You hit the big pass interference penalty there. It would have been 15 yards, but you get a sideline warning, and then the very next play they intercept it and get the easy touchdown. And that kind of started the live for Southside is, you got to make those plays, and you're playing these teams, and it'll be the same next week when they play Shiloh. If we come out, and we had 3 turnovers tonight. We talked about this Southside defense. Southside needs to get some turnovers. They're going to have to figure out some way to get some turnovers themselves. This defense started out really solid, but they struggled getting off the field on third down in the second half, giving up 31 points, and then 3 turnovers against a solid team like Mountain Home. It's going to end this way every time.
It is if you don't turn around, and like you were talking earlier in the game, if you don't turn around and capitalize when they make any mistake or they, go 3-and-out, I mean, it's going to be tough to win a ball game against a well-coached team like these guys.
Exactly. Great atmosphere for a ball game tonight. This Mountain Home crowd turns out for the ball game. They get
decent weather.
Get into the ball game. A great night for football. We were in a place that had no air conditioning, but we had God's air conditioning going breeze here. It was really nice, and didn't end the way we wanted it to. Southside came out like it was going to be. They were going to do some damage here early, keeping that ball, but. That always kind of comes back to haunt you at some point to where you don't take advantage of your opportunities early, and I think that was another thing that you can look at in the ball game. But broadside, Sebastian Lute stepped up, 5 catches. Can't say enough about Peyton Zimmerman, the job he did tonight. 2 touchdowns basically were Peyton Zimmerman running the football, and he had a really good ball game tonight. Impressed with Terrell Warren. I think he's getting better each game. And defensive side of the ball, the young man that surprised that really I thought played well was Daniel Morales.
Morales played very well, and, Perez was back there making some hits on defense too. We saw Sherrod, he was kind of going in and out of the game, but, I'll just put it this way, they were stretching his jersey out real far, and he was still getting back there in the backfield.
Well, we did a good job too, I think, really slowing the run down. That's what Southside wanted to do, but it was those trick plays that kind of put us back on our feet and kind of changed the game. But, nonetheless, Southside falls here 39-21. Terrell, great job tonight, and I want you to do a lot of talking on the way home because somebody's going to have to keep us awake as we go 3.5 hours driving home. But, great atmosphere for football tonight. Southside Falls 39-21. We'll be back in action next Friday night at Jim Rowland Stadium for the first time in over a month as Shiloh Christian comes to town. That'll be a fun game. Hopefully Southside will be ready to play and can correct some things. And we saw some good things, I said, tonight. We added that 3rd receiver with Lute tonight. I think that's going to help Southside going forward. And, you just got to forget this, get back next week, get after it, and we'll see what happens next week. Again, Southside will be at home next Friday night at 7 against Jim Rowland Stadium, be on around 6:30. Southside again in Falls tonight, 39-21. Everybody have a great weekend, and go